Yes, Coach Desmond of Black Satellite, or we need Coach of the Year. Yes, Samatex said we need Team of the Year.
Longest 7.
Omo award day, James Kwesi Apia Maele. Yes, and swag no ni meritorious award or the man. And then Abdulaziz of Dreams FC. Unya prospect of the year, young I think young footballer of the year, and also winning. And then the athletics team no, especially lady now high jump no, is it Rose? Mire finish name Nika Chrono Sunya award, which
I said I'm going to be at the assembly.
Maybe the end of me feel Sananka Omuma coach of the year ne ko Nuru Amaduha Anka Mepe Omdema Desmond of but don't have Black Satellite Omo exploit in the previous year. Ufio said
but Nuru Sunya
yes maybe the Anka Nuru Nyama.
So congratulations to all of them.
But me person muso journalist of the year no say e was so swag me.
Yes, of course.
And na omo anon person mu fuele sa eno ade o kan ho asem no. Me hu video bi a 3FM4 capture ya na kankan boadu ne Fenchu Tahiru din komo sere kama.
But
now go be person mu fuele we deserve it. Yeah.
Perception of a journalist. They mean those who belong to the old school.
Yeah.
Almost first say I was say ochrochro.
Yes.
What I say was say
journalism so the aspect be
they are broadcast journalists.
Yeah, it's a broadcast journalist. ABI chro.
Na me on say na you don't one careful betwa could this argument for you to also pass certain comments.
Sure.
So what I say?
Yeah.
In the last 3 years, time I said school, Gary Smith won.
Yeah.
Sadiq won.
Yeah.
Juliet Bewa won.
Sure.
Bacho Mesremuka. At the end of my sanko for you, different and special. Right can come if people can tell us. You see some write-ups because he on thing grindiana.
Impact to a yeah, Brapini bright or Suchomuna or Suchomuna, yeah, Munya, I'm saying, crying. That is an amazing feeling. For the Bina nominees, you can compare
video, especially when Fenchu ni bright.
Nanka video ben away.
Oh, say on say na video nini. Yes. Oh.
Nanka video ben away.
Na me show Ken. On say on come create tension be e dey atuma but emfa.
You see ube so how swag yi best winner. There is a committee. Yeah. Awards committee. I'm say OT. See, OT has been a very member for a long time.
Okay.
Maybe one day we will call them to. It's your works. They invite you with your work. Ekike Kambumwa, Efa. And congrats to you, little brother. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I'm a teacher. Award will try mama for me. Now,
Djokovic has declared Alexander Zverev as his favorite for the Australian Open. That's why the German facing defending champion Jannik Sinner in the final. There's one thing about awards. Obienu Eberman award that. Yeah. We won't be that. Now Messi great to award near Casa Messi. Then go for to them. Now Messi will be a ball no diffuse robai. On go nyana award. Yes, so on nyame born no the ball I can. Why Monsieur Sassiso? So oh another pele way. I will be about 50 years.
Nina Penny is still playing at team.
Okay, so the old boy is will be able to move. I'm going to leave a league.
Na Saudi League.
Now there's a Ghana and you call baby for both Ghana and
say hard drink kakra
Ghana
free
Ghana for say hard
ni development no omo de na ma akadisia
but say agragi to bi o Ghana ha yes free
Jerry free
na okobosa league ni bi
nko
was say ni carry
unde ntia unse ni managers no ade omo ye ni say omo ko giska no akadisia for ho no e no ma loan player no e de ni ko Spain I think second or third tier so onko bobo mra na so omo gitum say government hia chen sika no omo ko gi no because our top player ma akadisia e was Saudi Arabia na ye loan ni ko Spain third tier so onko bobo na on samra back to akadisia na so ujitum say ni development is very key
na dey even development
Mr. To a young boy let me know Mr. To young boy
development there
young boy or bobo na fe na opeja I will be ajitum so
born or back way
okay what all kind is idea me castle
it's a career
yeah, I know
it's only 30 years and then when you ska
there be but at least so betimi dey na fa baby a ni progression ni be very good no akwaji ska no because Mr. To he and ha obema na ko peska no but e be a career no en last ohun e be obeji ska no ba career no en last to wo say bi kakra bi no asa ba betena fi no ajai bobo te yes obema ni development na hia na afi wakwaji ska no no atimi abo ache say long term no ya na hia
munya is answer
well
aya munya is
yeah
what I say Zolo
Mate boss the wakanisa say scanon tina yakop
enye sikanti o ya na enye sikanti you see people when you are faced with options you sit down and do your own analysis. Now in doing the analysis no for example at the young players you do am Europe career na go away
yeah
and then what is the assurance that go Europe there you are developing your career you won ko betima budin they went through sanema ya mokan ebi ka kwam ye hu ba bi go see ye many examples more
oh yeah
so yeah
so 20
can say
na Dominica dia for the ceremony
just say o develop and sign when you sika and when you asa onya bam no da betu fi no bi aso e just okobobo no ha untimi nko ba bia bio na Liga na Ronaldo bo Ronaldo se bia no bo na no se bia fifim kra ba
bo se na no na American report ya bo ba say say no Man City Barca to Saudi Baba J Euros with Spain enche bia boss enche bia na Madrid dinachi epe enche bia
then the woman ko jini sika mba cho
o ko na ayo ba
mate boss
munya career
o yiro ho bo na ya bepe
career so skande odi 2 years na abobo no di besi bia no a oni nyame asem. Okay, so Enzo Maresca say he is happy with the squad but will not rule out a move for Alejandro Garnacho.
Was they doing their chronicle Chelsea?
Garnacho no.
Chelsea. Omo na lady. Omo na propose kakese 60 million.
Now, but what is his problem with United? And that's kind of
any problem won say United
problem Manchester Forest. I say era Manchester Forest problem.
But
boss problem
to boss. Me too.
Boss, on say about 3 days in Man United announced say Oman making losses in the last 3 football seasons. Oman share PSR rules no e England, profit and sustainability rules ya the Premier League no. Oman here e be chi omo. Enti no they say ho akohia say United etimi eyi players ni be free no mu pesika a omo de be ya other deals. And I ain't say transfer market say o ton homegrown players na. Ya na boachen player wa tono ton. Aha. And they say United person enti na kobi menu so the conversation e be mu no. We say homegrown players no. Yeah, no.
The issue is not about the homegrown player. Minka omo say.
Yes.
Is he not a good player?
Oh,
and
yes.
Omu pesika de ayede.
Omu pesika e de wa shit.
Any player from from gofa.
But say unse me makase sa 3-back system no. Wingers be bring driving into 3-back system.
It be a problem.
Oh, and no say any problem.
Problem is say boy is playing sitting on the bench. That's the problem.
Not have
Boss, what is the guarantees of coaches?
I'll best start it.
Boss, Coach oh boss na no Jadon Sancho.
Jadon Sancho bench o kra na so nya bi
position na omo che no. Position plus 3 is here chebo. Pedro Neto. Noni Madueke. And Jadon Sancho. Na Mihailo Mudryk kan and issues about Mihailo Mudryk kan. So Mudryk out. So Chelsea wants somebody to replace Mudryk
as a fourth choice. As
not fourth choice. So I Chelsea no chebo mu na Obia Bobby.
But Mudryk ho na fourth choice.
Boss, players na abo Mudino. No chemo Obia. Even in the league.
Baba man to boss. Ya nditi ya na person go for tiasem na. I dey had you so we fit radio na tiasem na ye kan. Now we TV. Me say based on your own argument.
Yeah.
First choice say Pedro Neto say.
First choice na Pedro Neto. Don't be how is on the bench no be from. Noni Madueke.
No, yeah, oti bench just say.
Boss, yeah, starting season no. Na Noni Madueke na.
Also a chairman patre. As a 4.
Yeah.
Edna will be freak will be benya biabo more.
Yeah.
The Chelsea games I've seen recently. Pedro Neto bottom winner. And Chelsea de bia overbo. But ultimate na bench. On me adjune. We din sana na me adjune too. Jadon Sancho Subobi.
Oh no Subobi.
But Sancho there's no ball left or.
Sancho ball left.
But Neto there's no ball right.
Pedro Neto ball right. Sancho ball left. Garnacho ball left.
So Oshaya on starting season no.
No the Garnacho no.
Mihailo Mudryk so ball from the left. Christopher Nkunku ball from the left.
Oh, when there's one coming guys no.
Oh, but most of the time I will use no.
On the oncoming guys.
Enzo Maresca team with there.
He's as a striker.
Enzo Maresca team with there.
Garnacho no one never compete.
He's competing with the 3.
Jadon Sancho be Noni Madueke or no ball from the right.
They can't left
or there. So
far Chelsea team no. Boss, Chelsea team no.
Garnacho ball left.
Coach no. On you see one player or left oh. Thought be crowd with no Pedro Neto from the left. Thought be oh matches biane baby odo original. Noni Madueke no. And I
where they are wingers and one ball right no one ball left. It be on 1 or 2 occasions wait my switch it. By your right wingers and then the most of the coaches no. Onani nifa obebo bonkum
ya.
Onani bonkum abebo nifa. Garnacho obo sen right or left or
mind? Obo left. Obo no left.
Obo left.
In the Chelsea
oni Jadon Sancho mbepre.
E Chelsea oni Jadon Sancho na ekwa akopre. Meboa. Say na enye too difficult.
Send there.
Wow. Omienu pen ekwa akọ.
For now there. So until e bia Mihailo Mudryk ne ba anyway na oba
boss what is a substance no more got test here no first one no try sana bibia nim
ball na is on well England ne substance okay so Ruben Amorim see Europa na dey say Champions League
no say shadows no
baba say Champions League
Amorim say shadows makes Europa League harder than the Champions League matches no say do say matches no Emma Europa League no bo den Champions League there obebo Tuesday Wednesdays but in the Europa League obebo Thursday obesambo either Sunday na midweek matches class and wa obebo so Emma or say Europa League because of how matches necessity no any dana matches no like
Ubo Europa ne Thursday. 72 hours but say Champions League Ubo Tuesday.
Na Champions League Ubo Wednesday da.
Say Wednesday for most of them so be Sunday in terms of
No.
In terms of
No, get the fixtures well. Unless there's a collision.
Yeah.
Ubo Champions League no. Ubo Champions League for nyina bo Saturday. Check the league fixtures.
Okay.
Almost Sunday that just a team now and also Europa. And now sometimes but yes, over Wednesday. Is it a challenge with Europa here traveling?
Yeah.
He talked about
but about Tuesday so omunya another day rest on be Saturday crowd.
For example,
about Tuesday no.
Now about Saturday no onya what is the rest? About Saturday about Tuesday. And every Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, and every Sunday, Wednesday, nyepe.
Them say a Champions League, you know, yembono week in week out. Say their first.
Europa has them on week in week out.
But to say within the week in a day, at least a favor Tuesday for.
And
say favor Tuesday for no.
Me just say
Ubo Tuesday nkwana be bo Saturday dia. 4-day rest na obenya.
So about Tuesday match.
Yeah.
Your man boss Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday you are playing. And yes, 72 hours in Bia.
Unless there's a midweek game.
Midweek game, babe. Me can't league, you know. League no weekend.
Yeah.
Bono memenda. No about Champions League Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday you are playing.
Yeah, sure.
And you would we are no also so Sunday na. Sunday na if there are your friend is saying Europa matches are Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday na. So what is he talking about?
So from Thursday to the next Premier League game.
I
don't know how
either say you suffer early or you suffer late.
Boss, I think it's much harder than the Champions League. Not the opponent, of course, but the time to recover before weekend fixtures. Yeah. So we have everything in mind. We have to put the players at the same level, and they have to be prepared for every game.
Them no kind of them. Baba Munti, yeah, Queen. League no. Any Champions League no. Yeah. Assuming that there are no midweek matches until okay. See about Champions League, midweek matches be anywhere. Okay. Opa, I am fan next situation. And then the because they are all playing on Wednesday, Champions League. But some woman remember a league match, a league in the go for people want to win the Premier League. Yeah. So you play on Saturday. Yeah. Because over Champions League, all teams are over Champions League on Saturday. Yeah. Into over Saturday now, if your next game is Tuesday, and yet Sunday, Monday, over Saturday, and yet Sunday, Monday, penetrum.
Yeah, but
in 72 hours you are playing the.
But listen, now something say in the Europa League when you travel.
Remember travel.
Duno.
Oh, say travel na come me ama.
But ni na ka ho. Ni na ka ho.
Debi travel na come ni asem. But kase you don't have time to rest there.
Yeah, was it time to recover
Europa League
and
travel,
prepare the players?
Na call Lugorovic. Now no Rangers no boy.
Aye.
O fe tro unu.
And I don't say no can say advantage ni say.
O fe tro any Rangers. On ante ground. Masa on we so mad. On Portugal no mpe complain.
Say no about Champions League.
No mpe complain.
What Champions League?
And on
is all boy Europa.
Boy Europa ni bi. Onion no go boy Europa ni bi. What I say. But I mean we be boss Saturday no be Tuesday. 72 hours. Also about Thursday na be Sunday. I say 72 hours. And I want to honestly.
The same but
Adi Crow, according to no na, ebinu were far away kakra. Ebinu according to they are used to traveling 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour. No more plane, no more kwakudu. But with your son, you can travel 6 hours, 7 hours. Because ebinu a bit remote, sir. You chire for no one. And the onion no home na, almost expected to be winning. Liga watching. Sanity, what tells you about watching? On board Wednesday. So what is the difference? On board Wednesday. They are playing today. Ubo tells about Sunday. I said, me Baba 1 pound, I'm going to beat you. Say, I want to check out. And Pepsi will qualify, and I trust you will qualify. Kieran McKenna said Liverpool is the best team in the world. Based on the season's form, you can't argue. They are the best. Ateta says he's looking to sign a striker. We are not their source to say, but a striker which might make impact in the team. Chairman go for Nindi. Say a striker be a man was up so a crack and then go for one.
A striker will my impact there.
I'm here.
And you come at the right price.
I'm here. Make a crack. Na time on who beto mo mbeba na teams na aka na etwimuko
but on remso obi anya na hwe
wanjere no ho so wanjere no ho mepam no just edu gaspar ni o edu gaspar
no say edu ba bi na supporters e grow like supporters are frustrated ba so so to ni
ba de oniwa e we season no ni wa pe o
Ateta Debbie.
Mr. Tosonim Kwan as
is coming.
Coach is every.
Maybe Debbie,
is it 10 hard cratifi?
Get a nagas, but I've been on a bone over.
Which is there?
That's not the one more dear fire. One pass as a body.
So no, so do not
10 hard pass or no day when Bopa. Man, you there went to me, but baby, I'll free or yeah, you mean passes.
More than passive.
But I say the supporters and expecters of better striker. If he doesn't buy a striker, also no more analysis or buy no. What told just 2 strikers and no crying yet. Strikers now more can be you. Gabriel Jesus and Kai Harvest, the only 2 center forwards are at Teta Bebato, at 7 goalkeepers. Goalkeepers at Teta, you could do 7. Defenders 21 in 5-6 years, as I say. No, what I say. But no man, 9 for me, you pay. Midfielders bear something. But no man, 9 for us, or red team, Kai. Any Gabriel Jesus.
As one will be used to number 9 for no more.
Debut.
One I don't buy.
More than some call. Obey na Lacazette or now Aubameyang
he didn't get here.
But no type of strike at open. And only the can.
You see, baby, our football not doing it there. One per striker and any didn't when he didn't.
But they are more kind at us and watch a good job more strikers. And they are more kind at us.
But I know they wait to me. They are comparison.
I feel you was a good job more strikers. Amphibia the team. Hey, and Boca Juniors.
Yeah.
Madrid United and Bayern are the biggest teams in the world. Okay. AC Milan and so more of them. Milan, they are the 8 now.
20 years.
Almost 8 no more.
Almost 8 no. And more of them say they will qualify.
Almost final match. I'm almost caught and go for the Sa Croatia ne. I think they are playing against a team. Almost win the promo. Almost 8 no.
Now no be me check your names.
Almost winning at the other.
First 8 no there.
Almost winning at the other. AC Milan will be in there. Now for young referee may have to go to and continue. Okay, so now preview of Ghana Premier League. Kotokone Carrera Mbwa.
Yeah.
Na that team no say dem go for body in many. Carrera from say
Carrera United.
Ebi say Kalala.
Kalala the K5 like canisa. Chama go come like Kalala.
Kalala no ball. No defend them. Oh okay. Kalala. Ebi say Kalera. Ebi say Carrera. Just say no, what is that team?
Carrera United.
Liar. Okay. How's the book on a mission? How's on a Basake? Basake say has first match.
Yes. We
by first 10 years done no. Yeah.
We crown we ombe biashim but we need a direct ya done no. Per fixtures in the second round the per fixtures no omko start every tour but ombe
and America is there. I don't know common system.
Yeah, hand there.
Only we move here just on when you know. Okay. And between nations. Someone can say nations are one of my favorites.
Yeah, I will lose best player so far.
Best player so far anyway.
Some the defender
Razak Simpson. Okay.
He will be out.
And
I'm also social media platforms they go say they ruled out for the game.
For the rest of the season.
That be the game.
Oh, okay.
The game.
But any say league contenders not those some power.
Oh, me there's some 3.
Say Go Stars no from performance will make it bold statement.
Go Stars Nations
omo pe league naje.
Go Stars Nations got
Heart of Lions so still omo.
Outsiders.
Say they discuss waba.
Scaffy never buy.
Oh, say
Go board Zikania Bana.
Oh, there be they are investment in the cost.
Hey, doesn't now can.
Ghana na baby or one I get you obey you or honum. So with me. Nay, Miss Otoyaka. Then you honest carbe. Then you honest carbe. Then you honest carbe.
What cut you now? You now.
Ah, some for so free swabber.
I wait to be seen at the
Banzo to me really out of Lion, out of Ghana Premier League.
Out of folks will be
about first round. There we are.
Can you me top trainer? The next trainer, Heart of Lions, Heart of Oak, and Zamate, the Afiam say, Jamaica, and Vimo from Gaka.
Or from Pa.
And when be on the idea?
So far, be Chim Sobo. The Wabogo
top trainer. Kotoko Gold Stars Nation.
Kotoko in the league.
Has Heart of Lions.
Boss. So Kwanjili Goya, Ibija Ugum Kwine.
Now, one appointed.
I'm me mamma come as
I don't know you.
Me say
I don't know coach behind the league. Behind the league, coach in Kwana am the coach.
The material be up ya provide them of Fiorentino periods of Ghana football. Nana Apinkra. Fiorentino periods of Ghana football. Nana Apinkra. Kontompo ni aferihene. Aduma wa bona fino. Anya duma keto boss. Me hu se kotokwa sinsan players come see acho. Che.
Oh sir.
Acha.
Hey,
boss. For strikers here we hu se kotokwa team we work strikers here acho. Kabna yaro ni ari be kwen mo time. And you who be.
Nambela message goes baby.
Na say no money strikers say.
Says that time no na
obeka say Bella
Nkwana.
O just say Kwabna Yaro ni be after
Kwabna Yaro ni be queen.
O kan say
na omo pedi.
Say enya strikers e bia mienu miensa
omo ni omo
bia obia hu. Onse Bella time ne de.
Na yo no kwa.
Mfege mu na complement but na Bella na nkasa na focus no. Well, but so say the man strikers.
Say utu ani he bench wa options wo bench o.
The man top strikers.
Na boss strikers ngwa.
You could training grounds. Boss you could training grounds. Kofi Asante o. Asante ne friend say.
Akwesi Asante. Yeah.
Boss, you can't say 6 months you more about there. But Kwampuku no attrafi more than a year. Oba the otune na left kwa na she. Do only option be than so be league no.
Most of the communication and brands.
Yeah.
Omo publisher na.
Omo publisher but omo di hu komo internally.
Some of communication brands.
Yes. Supporters any omo di nkomo. Any IMC na di nkomo. Aka kire omo say on say supporters na omo stadium na issue a great concern at the ma.
Na mo check salary as
there be no there yentumi enye no.
Boss
ade na opese ka akoya na.
Boss Kotoko enye communication say Kim
by the grace of God how they are travel.
Okay. You will abusa salary no.
Oh, come advice say they should ready to pay the guy between 15 and 20,000 a month.
Yeah.
If they want quality brands. Quality brands and communications.
Yeah.
With rich CV. Yes, I don't know about 2,200, 1,008, 3,000.
Yes, you're 2,000 for a branch manager.
It's American. I'm ready to pay.
Boss,
pede. Papa.
Boss, pede. You be 2, 4, 5 years. Sanko, ombetimi a komo season. You munye say.
Stadium.
Boss, na conform stadium no. I said boss yenya Kotoko team all communication and brands, but they were still suffering. Said Mount Fonko Stadium. Mount Fonko Stadium create games no there. Boss, it goes beyond say by appointed communications manager. Ene Sabio Nana Pinkramo Kotoko mpeni fono ebi a week bi a Kotoko match ha no. Mutu omugum na wa tete church.
Dey bia ebetu omugum za. they be able to
even some of the players, players because various stations promote the game.
But the club needs
more rice near there.
Apart from the Pepper Stadium, they need brands to look at sponsorship.
Yeah.
Anyhow, their product to be
marketed
very well. I know they need it. Oh baby, how we free no? Very different. If you get a professional.
Boss, you won't be Oko eno anko bia be better
the person should be professional.
And the problem beba no.
Say you're professional. These are non-issues.
But some crimes to most of the time they work with a team. Enti mean say they be obetimi anante radio stations ni TV stations.
Na da ben no kura bem okay. Okay. Sports Writers Association of Ghana have celebrated sports excellence. Okay, yeah. It was a 49th Swag Awards held at the Accra International Conference Center. Desmond Affair, who guided the Black Satellites to gold at last year's African Game in Ghana, secured a spot on the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Okay, so Desmond Affair and BKB, the Sports Writers Association of Ghana Journalists of the Year. Congratulations, bro. Well deserved.
And also, Her Excellency passed it through.
Oh yeah, he attended.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The sports minister was also there.
Yes, together with the sports minister designate. No more. Na Obo Swaga Baso special way out the mom. But na manager home pa. Manager home. Boss Swaga was in a top.
Hey,
top.
You see, and I think that we need to also boss swag so at swag the executives work hard. I've been on the school for 4 years. Swag, no, especially Charles Osesibi.
Okay.
Especially Charles Osesibi, hard working guy. And now the Kwabna so about with
a lot of experience,
respect,
yes,
and everything.
And also unse because of any dine respect or the money huntino. Or top people at the Omaye we are on break.
Good. And Baba
now para.
And but there.
Who they say I give you
what yes in the
because they can long serving.
It
be a normal friend. And I'll say swag. Ya enu mpini for your brand.
Na say swag. Lawyer who names swag. Omaka to right and Holoma, Mr. Omaka.
Almost a long serving a Juma will Jumana channel.
So far, why boss, an operator walk on that will come and
a Jumana, boss, a Juma, say, among my chedia. Ultimately, you only for to count
my for day.
Oh, say long again.
Long service. There be Kwesi at the end of the day.
There be your man.
I know it's not for swag members.
Sir.
It's for others.
Oh.
Well, that's swag first. Not swag in you sports writer of the year.
Yeah.
The award did not include journalists, and now we are making sure that we push that through. So swag was that I don't need journalists of the year.
Oh, okay.
Now it's for outsiders, but kakra na American, right?
The boss, one my Jumana channel.
Yeah, ya all do be our Jumana too.
Long seven.
That's my last year swag gave me an award. On your way.
Say and to a final set to us.
So swag there. Kwesi apia there no say a prestigious swag
Dr.
president.
Kwesi apia na make am.
Na why there?
Omo ma chance was say be mu award. Yebra kan wa unia. Sergio.
Oh yeah. I had that award last year.
Last year.
Okay. My office was a
no.
Sammy wa
we no I had that. Me no money asem.
Baba Jais. Yeah, try
Obi deserve ade no amfa man area be come.
Try say be too for that we na no boss got na vetting committee. O kasa 1 2 3 afenyo honorable afenyo mark so we so wa bend that.
There be so say one come some so here. O say I explain. Let me explain.
But Jai we also right.
For that na on power
7:20. Oti nyame asemasia. Onye fans was asisi so sa. The grace of God baba. Ye denya na answer here. nti I use some fans
abasobody do bi wo abaso
David enyawe abasobody some I can't just me about program na can me go to any ma me dwane wo me
ada ni say we no buy no na ma chiri sa
na no aye
we say inside and get no control
na no aye
anymore
asida 2025 why we in live Archbishop say oh na manja oya we na me koda me pesa obi a odi opesolo I want to be a backbencher me pa dia yi di animu na je fans and you say you come baby so be mama tribute was HR na obi a odi what I say
nyambo na solo year wedding there
I mean me we chiri mo say parking konya no
yam pe man park konya dia
ya discuss
ya pe man park konya o and say o dey say man
o ba say for parking konya
o be but here o dey man parking konya say ba say mu ade say na me ma science but adam dey be na me tian o ya dia na me say
ade bia boni be be frechiri
so samina ke
na ko say boss say bodi nche ya do di mala manas ko be twa
samina ke ya debi adan ko ya mo be pa
me attend
boss samina ke ya debi na ko ya kama ni be register bia bi ba kito na
David kito
na mana
ga sembezi
boss
baba yan ko
be register bia bi
720
jina wa ye on we eti anopai Yema ena shofo nyina kwaba na yema mo special good morning ana sanso se ye konko fonkroso na ensemo a edi adencheche ensemo a anopai ebumfumpa onko fonkroso no yade ho nsem eto anim nsem no doso ena anopai enemom de disa fata se wohwe na wotie ena yade ema wo kitekiti man pole bi ena akansu a yanom akan no pa anopai yeto eboase na yate no emra ya confirm emno no nyina amawo ye live Facebook page no so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook at Oyerepa Sports on Twitter Oyerepa and Promise Sports on Facebook ahoyina okwa yete ekuo obanya bi etimi ahwenti anopai yabasha the major European leagues matches outdoor ebetimi atodwa na yabasha se afi French league anum match day 19 enra and match day 19 of the French league an etimi atsasia na Auxerre etifie and Saint Etienne ebo 1-1 and wati meretu anim se ene matches way and eltodwa Monaco and start the rain and edi ebo so was start Louis Day game no 4 p.m. and wati oko Strasbourg kasuya was start de la Minao amani Lille at the Bani Paris Saint-Germain and Reims abebom our Parc des Princes our Paris Cromo nafe odum for dumya etna Le Havre atnafie our Le Havre Stadium amani Brest at the Eboso 2 p.m. Nantes and Lyon at the bebo ani nyankopo bo otna 4:15 p.m. nafe Toulouse and Montpellier at the Aboso our Toulouse Cromo 4:15 and again no at of them Lens abatrafie na on Angers at the Aboso Nice abo Olympique de Marseille our Alliance Rivera our Nice Cromo say and a table no esi etie after match day 18 say and yadi atu anim say Paris Saint-Germain abusuam amo na LED with 46 points plus of 32 goals. Olympique de Marseille atoso mienu 37 points plus of 19 goals. Lille atoso miensam 32 points plus of 11 goals. Monaco atoso 9 Amu 31 points plus of 9 goals. Nice atoso enum amu 30 points plus of 11 goals. And Olympique Lyon atoso ensia 29 points plus of 7 goals. Lens atoso enso amu 27 points plus of 4 goals. Say and a top scorers no etia ewo Ligue 1 meretu anim se Mason Greenwood esia kan ema Olympic de Marseille washe 12 goals Bakola ewo Paris Saint-Germain 11 goals and washe Jonathan David esia kan ema Lille washe 11 goals Ousmane Dembele ewo Paris Saint-Germain 10 goals and washe ana Kalimwendo ewo Rene onso ase 8 goals ya don sam atu anim and anopay and tentam so yamfi French Ligue 1 na yamra Bundesliga no match day 19 enra Wolfsburg etranfie oshemienum ama Hostel Kiel enso eshemienum ene nomienu matches ni say ana esi etie RB Leipzig and Bayer 04 Leverkusen at the Ebosom our Red Bull Arena Leipzig Como Nafe Dortmund and Werder Bremen at the Abeni our Signal and Duna Park Freiburg and Bayern Munich at the Ebosom our Europa Park Stadion afe Osburg Betranfie our WWK Arena na on Hettenham at the Abosom 2:30 Mainz 05 about Stuttgart our Mewa Arena na fe Borussia Mönchengladbach atranfie our Borussia Park and afe on it boom at the Abani na Otnam our Bundesliga 2 games and ebetime atoda Hoffenheim Betranfie our Prizoro Arena na on entrance Frankfurt at the Abani St. Pauli and the Union Berlin and at the Eboso 4:30 p.m. Otnam and a Samat no ebetime atofema ya don some edo and ano pay say and Bundesliga table no esi atm after match day 19 Bayern Munich and LED table no with 45 points plus of 41 goals by 04 Leverkusen atoso mienum 41 points plus of 20 goals entrance Frankfurt atoso miensa with 36 points plus of 18 goals Stuttgart atoso 9 1 hour 32 points plus of 10 goals RB Leipzig atoso enum with 31 points plus of 5 goals Mainz 05 atoso ensia 28 points plus of 8 goals. Say, and the top scorers now is our Bundesliga Hurricane, our Bayern Munich, 16 goals, and on some ultimate aka Omar Mamouche say we're moving from the Bundesliga to the English Premier League. Osha 15 goals, our Bundesliga num and some po and all through Patrick Schick num asha 12 goals and afe Oko Jamal Musiala na suya and also and 9 goals. Ya don't some ajo and an pay ya befi German Bundesliga num na fe ya ba Serie A num Serie A no match day 22 and match day 22 na eshasia Torino atranfie our Stadio Olimpico Grand di Torino esemienum ama Cagliari Anthony Ante Ekanobichi Adams and about 2 goals on the 6th and 61st minute and onya gonom Nyankopobwa and say and games no esi etie Como abetranfie our Stadio Giuseppe na amo ane Atalanta at the Abani 2 p.m. Napoli 5 p.m. about Juventus our Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium our Napoli Cromom na 7:45 Empoli Atrafie our Stadio Carlo Castellani na onem Bologna at the Abani our Computer Gross Arena Empoli Cromo and a Samatnum at Tofem Ochina AC Milan and Parma and at the Aboso our Stadio Giuseppe Mayanza now for 2 p.m. Tina Udini Atrafie our Brew Energy Stadium our Udin Cromo Amani AS Roma and at the Aboso Lecce Inter Milan our Stadio Eto Cagliari in a game no at Tofem now for Lazio Atrafie our Stadio Olimpico Roma Cromo Amani Fiorentina and at the Aboso Monday night football in Serie A I have Venezia and Heras Verona and at the Aboso Nafe Genoa and Monza at the Abani was Stadio Comune Ligi Ferraris way and matches a total our match day 22 num our Serie A num say and a Serie A table no esi atia after match day 21 Napoli and a early team with 50 points plus of 21 goals. Inter Milan atoso mienum 47 points plus of 33 goals. Atalanta atoso miensam 43 points. Lazio atoso enai 39 points. Juventus atoso enum 37 points plus of 17 goals. Fiorentina atoso ensia 33 points plus of 12 goals. Bologna atoso enso 33 points plus of 6 goals. AC Milan atoso enwoche Amo, our 31 points plus of 8 goals. AS Roma, Atoso and Crow, 27 points plus of 4 goals. And Udine, Atoso Edu, Amo, our 26 points, minus of 8 goals. Say, and our top scorers, Etia Ritagi, Anusia Kai, Emma Atalanta, 14 goals. And an Sa, Ultimate Akamakos Turam, our Atalanta, and answer Oko Inter Milana, and Marcos Turam. Osina Kai onum at 13 goals enti Oyerepa Fiwa Marcos Thuram of Inter Milan 13 goals. Moeskin our Fiorentina was at 12 goals. Adimola Lukman our Atalanta was at 10 goals. Esposito our Empoli 8 goals. Romelu Lukaku Minama Boli of Napoli and so Abonomade as 8 goals. Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan and also as 8 goals. Yatonsam Edo and Anope enter from Serie A Yamra the Spanish Primera División Santander. That is the La Liga. Match day 21 na Enra Las Palmas Etanfie our Estadio de Gran Canaria Esebako Emma Osasuna and so Esebako Agna Januzat Onom Emma Eteka Ete Emma Las Palmas and Nayamenda Manchester and Eltoja our La Liga Rep Mallorca and Rebetis at the Eboso our Estadio Mallorca Javier Ampalora a center referee 1 p.m. and a side game abetime atofem no me ensemble pound sima edunumwa Atletico de Madrid betanfie our Real Metropolitano na on Villarreal at the Abosu Jose Sanchez Martinez a center referee Sevilla abebo Espanyol our Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan a Jean Cordero a center referee na fe Valladolid about Real Madrid and our Estadio Municipal Jose Zoroya na Isidro Diaz de Mera and a center referee our game that's na games number 2 so our La Liga say and a see at Rayo Volcano and Girona and a Abani our Estadio de Veracruz our Madrid de Como na fe Abusian Riso Sadat and Hetafe at the Aboso our Donacia San Sebastian Guillermo Kudra about center referee Athletic Club Bilbao and Leonis and at the Aboso our summer mess barrier Alejandro Hernandez a center referee FC Barcelona about Valencia our Estadi Olympic Luis Companies na Cesar Soto and a center referee watch na 8 p.m. and so much about me atofem na fe Monday night football Abusia Deportivo Alaves and Celta Vigo at the Abosom our Estadio de Mendoza Francisco Hernandez a center referee way and Matisa Eltojam our La Liga over the weekend say and a table no see at here after match day 20 a Real Madrid and a LED de La Liga na amu our 46 points plus of 27 goals. Atletico de Madrid atoso mienum with 44 points plus of 21 goals. FC Barcelona atoso miensam with 39 points plus of 29 goals. Athletic Club Bilbao atoso enai with 39 points plus of 13 goals. Villarreal atoso enum with 33 points plus of 7 goals. Real Mallorca atoso ensia 30 points. Minus of 6 goals. Real Sociedad at also and so with 28 points plus of 3 goals. Girona at also and with 28 points plus of 1 goal. Rayo Vallecano at also and Crow with 26 points. Only go Bia Osasuna at also Edu with 26 points. Minus of 5 goals. Yet some seven a jow and pay say and a pitching at here. You can't pitch now a top scorers of the Spanish Primera Division Santander La Liga. Now Abusiam Robert Lewandowski, our FC Barcelona 16 goals and was Kylian Mbappe Latin our Real Madrid as a 12 goals. Rafinha our Barca 11 goals. After Budamel our Osasuna 10 goals. And in some ultimate aka Lubakio, our Sevilla was 9 goals, and a Kike Garcia, our Deportivo Alaves 8 goals, Vinicius Junior, our Real Madrid also ultimate as 8 goals, and a play you don't some a jaw now. Yamra English Premier League now for Yanka match Saudua over the weekend Eltoga, our English Premier League live on Facebook, Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio. Oyerepa Live, Oyerepa Radio, back on Facebook page, and so now for what's our comment me ba na the boss player to no bossy. I can canina. I'm on Saturday say and then Saturday photo show near live. Our Oyerepa TV NCS best TV station live. Our Oyerepa 100.7 FM now. English Premier League match day 23. AFC Bournemouth Everton Fee our Vitality Stadium now for on it Nottingham Forest at the Aboso Craig Paulson a center referee Nomi and Sam and a Samach Ebetime Atofem Afe Brighton and Everton Everball our the American Express Community Stadium Tim Robinson a center referee Liverpool and a Swiss Town at the Ebony our Anfield Liverpool Cromo Michelle Salisbury a center referee Southampton and Newcastle United Arabom our St. Mary's Stadium Samuel Barrett a center referee of Hampton Wanderers and Arsenal and at the Abosom our Molinus Stadium a Michelle Oliver and a center referee now for Manchester City and Chelsea at the Aberdeen 5:30 a Chelsea away our Etihad to City John Brooks a center referee and no about last game and now for Nyankopobwa a Dutchna Crystal Palace about Brentford our the Sahels Park Tony Harrington a center referee our London Cromwell or China Nomienum and a side game no ebetime atoka no for Tottenham Spurs and Leicester City at the Aboso our Tottenham Spurs Stadium Robert Jones about center referee at 2 p.m. Aston Villa 4:30 and West Ham United and at the Albany our Villa Park Birmingham Cromwell Peter Banks a center referee now for Fulham and Manchester United at the Albany our Craven Cottage London Cromwell among Manchester United Fulham Manchester United Anthony Taylor a center referee 7 p.m. Ochna and a Samach no ebetime atoja say and a table no esi etie Liverpool star amolidi the English Premier League table. I'm about 21 matches with 50 points plus of 30 goals. Arsenal at also Mienu. I'm about 22 matches with 44 points plus of 22 goals. Nottingham Forest at also Sam 44 points plus of 11 goals. Chelsea at also a 40 points plus of 17 goals. Manchester City at also a 38 points plus of 15 goals. Newcastle United at also a 38 points plus of 12 goals. AFC Bournemouth at also and so with 37 points plus of 10 goals. Aston Villa at also I'm 36 points, minus of 1 goal. Brighton, Tosso and Crow with 34 points, plus of 5 goals. Fulham, Tosso and 2 with 33 points, plus of 4 goals. Yada Sansam Ejo and I play say and now top scorers no esi atie the Egyptian king Muhammad Salah Gali our Liverpool 18 goals and what me ashe Ellen Haaland our Manchester City was 17 goals Alexander Isak our Newcastle United 15 goals Cole Palmer our Chelsea 14 goals Brian and Birmingham as 13 goals and play yada honsam ajawo our Jumadino so on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM Oyerepa Efinyame a weekend edition of today's sports and yade Emma and Kofun Crossum Sam and on play ye jai ede agumwe live our Facebook page and also Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook and on play your stories and also Emfa Emma na Mr. Teo at the F Spain Madrid the foreign and na our training grounds nyasem ketwa omu training enti ebehwam Real Madrid and kwaya amu fa so a training ahead of gamer ebetodwa ene na meretu onim say Don Carlo Ancelotti and central for ebusa ne say ya tete nsa oko player Vinicius Junior na suya Saudi Arabia clubs no amani abere say amram amaya juma emfa amam namely ehla nom and on say me ne boy na din komo na nije ewo Real Madrid na nije apese o make history ewo Madrid team nom onye na adwen say onom obefi Madrid and say etna enti Don Carlo Ancelotti on Vinicius Junior and no na abusuam oko Kylian Mbappe Lotin no suya a supporte on one in your randa Kolo Mwani abakaya last week and I confirm say Randa Kolo Mwani ebefi Paris Saint-Germain akobo loan ama Juventus anwa omutimi wiye bibia ama wastate eye juma ama team no na meretu anim say Randa Kolo Mwani ana Kylian Mbappe say obe successful ewo Juventus bobo konum onim niema obetimi aye ade ama Juventus Vinicius Junior ana ade to just ono onye selfish apesa obua na Kylian Mbappe Lotin otimi ade di petiti afi ana yansema ruana ade atuja ene anopay na Don Carlo Ancelotti ana ebo Dennis Ceballos abaso ose nansay sa oche games obo ema Madrid na niema ochene sa onye e mfimfio no oyeye ni ye to cover a lot of distance our pit no so niema nyina ekoye ade amano now maminko FC Barcelona training ground so na fe yancha niema FC Barcelona and so our training grounds and play on Oyerepa live Oyerepa Radio on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook now fe enjoy nyama pass a form and another play Frank de Jong abusia yase wama enyama ayedene ate ama deco and pass a for ninginam and say wakande achomo say masa sika mihiano sama mfama media masa tewa mini bibia me dancer metmasia kamiwe contract na meko and reporter eka yensa another play basa confirm say American star Danny Rodriguez and so anya hamstring injury after some few months on Timisia Kain Emma Barca team nom Valencia and Barca Demetini Ambo game new year just ya Barca for Abesano Ombeji just na amakoton sika ombenya ewo just tonomo amdebeko Valencia kromo na amako support womo nano ena obekaya ensuo etim eyiri fa krono enya nipa toto na ena ehwere omonkwam enya dadia Barca eba osin side justice no na fe amde support Valencia krono Atletico de Madrid the boss Diego Pablo Simeone Gonzalez ena adi etuda se onono ogene matches Obono ono Diego Pablo Simeone manager Emma Atletico de Madrid on game Real Madrid ho and Andre Barca ho or say it's too early. Sa Oma said do Tirima ultimately you focus on your matches or you focus on matches na Etaono and then Sama Diego Pablo Simeone at the against Villarreal or Chemsa a very difficult match and then boom I was say on with any points no manager and Sama at the Atuta and then I pay Jose Bordalas or no I get Getafe coach or say Hans Flick and Juan Laporta Joba catcher and Periform Yanesa I was say I respect smaller clubs no Emra winning games no disrespect coaches say lose games no board dry sir and I was say team and then smart run at the airport and on pay on this note you Spain in some no Sinafe ya England and pay on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa Live on Facebook yeah Juma our England from Spain to England na Ruben Amorim and HM Ukraine Ocha Saddles na matches na wo honom say obo Europa Liga Edne dansa obo Champions League akwanto no wa obetu kwan obeba I say o make sure say players no are ready for games enti anodie senka o ka Champions League and Europa Liga omo bo our Champions League no omo tomo ete wo mu a omo ebo ewo UEFA Europa League no and no Ruben Amorim Nisama ati atuta and then anopay Manchester United detenium I say manager in happy Ruben Amorim according to reporter I come in sa HM opening and happy and this general transfer window or plus bia obe hiamo our team num plus bi also I was say am fit team num etime echo say I can say sa plus na our team mu am na happy man and a reporter min second efi Ruben Amorim and I say Marco Silva a Fulham manager or the atuja position or Dano and Manchester United position or Omutano and Yansu Sobia our Manchester United and the Fulham game so I'm prepare for the game 3 points no Fulham and against Manchester United over the weekend or training said couldn't dare let me call at the amateur Chelsea and Madu and I play na Alejandro Garnacho Demetini Chelsea at the 60 million pounds at Manchester United. I must say Manchester United and 60 million pounds. Now Alejandro Garnacho Emma Emma Chelsea on him say according to report no Napoli for Alpha 45 million euros which is 38 million pounds. Sir Enka Ombram Emma Emfa Emma Timnadia say Timia Juma and Chelsea Emma LED race no for Alejandro Garnacho still with Chelsea Enzo Maresca and Central Phony team come on and ahead of Manchester City game no and on Musa say opinion say Osha near Ekosu Sesia and what team no more Masa Alejandro Garnacho and Sensemi about possible and also we're happy with the squad and the ultimately deny the fact that Chelsea ebia yampe Alejandro Garnacho a player no Ukraine wama apen and yansema urana ati atuta and na anopay on him say the wingo say Mihailo Mudrik or suspended into ourselves no probably ever same or say no Alejandro Garnacho fit into the system no 4-2-3-1 formation obono obetimi abua ama anima koye ama Chelsea was it we are lucky to have Bruno Fernandes so the young transfer no ready and no Ruben Amorim Fulham against Manchester United no say Manchester United they are lucky sir amuwo Bruno Fernandes as a captain ama club nyama p and Bruno Fernandes at the Manchester United.
He's a top player, and then people talk a lot about his frustration and always with his arms in the air, and sometimes it's not a good thing to see, but you have to see the other side. When you are under pressure, he always the guy that wants the ball. Is always available, and that is so important, especially in Premier League. And then he can run, and he run a lot, he fights a lot. So you have two sides. and I have to help him to manage both situations. But we are lucky to have a player like Bruno Fernandes. Sometimes he made mistakes, like me in the last week, but he's really important, and he has passion, and this is so important to be a football player.
Amarim Ninsama or the Atuja and then I don't pay now. I mean, go Manchester City as City phone away and I'll pay on Oyerepa TV, on Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa Live on Facebook, Mecho Oma Mamush na Enra. Our training grounds, Nanya Sam Kitwao, Oma Mamus, at that Danosa, and yet Massa, I could not ebano. Na was it, we're ready. Show or Bob Bonon, the Nanam Susa, Eti Oma Mamus, no, and no training grounds, no Dome or Passe, Tontna, our training grounds, hey, Premier League defenders, Munina ye, and see Oma Mamus, no, so, aha, yes, that Danoa, aha, not the born at Twatna, Oma Mamus, no. Na anopai mamin fan tuta according to Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola or their tuta Victor Rius and Abdulkader Husanov omunyina ready against Chelsea amobetime asiakan and yansema uruano ade atuta Sanso and Abarantia Manuya na Oshano our entrance Frankfurt Omama Mush now with City. I don't say red here, Obetimi Asiakai, Pep Guardiola at the Atuja players are lucky players, the players not pepper and new signings no adaptation Koye especially Oma Mamush wa adapti ye and no I Pep Guardiola Nensema or the Atuja and then Anopay na City. Never catch us, Juventus will play Benedin and Andra Cambiaso. Na Akodanom makes a Pep. Nim penning for at the bit Abasan call Juventus PM se Andra Cambiaso. Amra na Amaya Juma and for Emma Timnum na Husanov. Abdulkader, Victor Rius, Oma Mamush are in a squad. Ayebetie Pep Guardiola, Enra, and some of the two jam ahead of Chelsea gamer. Etojano, and I say Abdulkader Husanov, NFA, Victor Rius, Oma Mamush, Omina, Ekan squad no.
The reason why was the potential signings due to the last season we didn't do the match due to the exceptional quality of the team. We anticipate 3 or 4 months. We should do it in summer. We had to do it here for the amount of injuries, the problems that we had, and the club thought that is a potential future for many years with incredible quality in the final third, and that's why we did it.
You've signed 3 players this week. Will they go straight into your squad for tomorrow's game?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah, we don't have players. I don't know yet. Can play, but I don't know yet. Not the same injuries that we had. Ruben is out and Doku's out, and yeah, the players that we had out are out.
How important is this game against Chelsea with you both going for a Champions League place?
Yeah, really important for the quality of the side. Always Chelsea have been. They're closing the table, even the big problems that we had in the past and recent past. And yeah, goal this week is really, really important. The next 2 games are finals for us. So we're going to, with our people, that they're going to support us to do good performance and take the results that we need.
And see, and pay way and sama Pep Guardiola at the Etuja. Mamenko Dortmund Australia. Nana number 2 and him say Oko Borussia Dortmund. One more consider in between Alexander Zinchenko and Benchiwo of Chelsea. Now report HMSA Amachusu Benchiwo of Chelsea ahead of Alexander Zinchenko. Into Entebia. Him sa omobawie Benchiwo Dino na fe Benchiwo akoya juma ama Dortmund instead of Alexander Zinchenko. Enzo Maresca Osino Krenie Pep Guardiola and City struggle. No moment or come will be at say it's going to be a difficult game. A gamer and yes bia Chelsea question 9 noon game about dinner. No moment or trusting the boys no whether Juma wire this week no or believe same couldn't ever call at the ama Chelsea. Now Juventus the American Unimsa Anra Meritonim Renato Vega Chelsea Akodano funny loan. They say a done Okobo loan. I'm Juventus until the end of the season. And now there's a buy back clause bia ɛhyɛ deal nom Oyelowo na about returning to Chelsea, still with Chelsea. Roberto Di Matteo onim say the Champions League with Chelsea. Na Roberto Di Matteo na di tuja say Nicholas Jackson or your player be officer Chelsea waiting at to striker for abeka ho na mom no se bia out baby now see Nicholas Jackson yahwe and from Chelsea no krenim Nicholas Jackson aye bi pa at ama Chelsea na ade also ya fi and so here na on my team no around 20 goals in the season. And then Sima Uruano at the Enzo Maresca, the press conference ahead of City are in some Pinatuga and Semini.
Probably Levi and Enzo, they could be available, depends on today's session, and Romeo will be out. We don't know yet. We need to wait a little bit more, but at least I think a few weeks more. Now we have, in this moment, I think we have player enough to cover that situation. You know, with Moy, with Enzo, the last game Keenan played there. So at the moment, the intention is not to go for one more midfielder. He's better. He's better. He did an unbelievable effort to play against Wolves. He's getting better.
Enzo Maresca of Chelsea Ninsama of the Etuja Anope and Yade Amano na Kieran McKenna. Ono aya Swiss town manager or say employed there Robertime ascertain emphatically clear say oni timbia e oriasia omeya better than Liverpool a best club employed e oriase and yes manager at the Etuja former Liverpool player or Janimwa, not to Tontnam, Emma Heskey, and I did to just say Mohamed Salagali, Trent Alexander Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, Jobeka, and it's Omina, on the spirit catcher, no, say Ambetsna. Liverpool, Nyades Obia, Abakoba Bia, Liverpool, Abusiam, Demetini, Mulero, or your player, Emma Nottingham Forest, none of the catcher, say the Brazilian, Oko Madrid, the Masuya, Omina Nidi, Dubuanachi, not made Liverpool, I interested in signing Mulero from Nottingham Forest, and your reporter, Eka Yansa, and I don't pay, not Jogo Jota, and they didn't come on. Na I say, ono osia kano we say defenders bebre na defender ono Jogo Jota wasiana watete na pamiensa enye I say Thiago Silva afe William Saliba and Antonio Rudiger na one on Thiago Silva and I say Thiago Silva former Chelsea defender no are very smart. William Saliba a mix of smart and powerful and I say Antonio Rudiger a very aggressive and I Diogo Jota Nisma of the Etuta and on a play and you're doing some Ama will say Nanibate so but the English Premier League with Liverpool say Osha and Slaughter Juma about Liverpool play oh yeah I'm Liverpool now or believe say after 2024 2025 season yeah you want me on better be at the Liverpool now Yanko and Slot is Swiss town Ebeko Anfield now fe I'm Liverpool at the Abani and Slot a preview game no let us our camp the players are Epra and said the Oko game num and someone say and Ochim.
Yeah, I went out during half time. So it's mostly not a good sign, and it wasn't because he will not be available for the game tomorrow. And yeah, the rest we have to wait and see how long it's going to take. I'm not expecting months, of course, or not of course, but I'm not expecting months. But let's see if he's available for PSV or Bournemouth. No, I think you've seen how we try to manage that. I think we skipped him twice, didn't we? Or at least in this game, Jarrell played, and the Accrington Stanley game, he didn't play as well. So that is a bit maybe because he has still some pain of his knee. Don't exaggerate it, but he probably feels a bit. But it's safe for him to play. But it's more the load where you're aware of if a player is out for 5 or 6 weeks and then play him every 3 days. That's in our opinion a certain risk. So we always try to manage that. And I think he now comes to a moment where he would be able to play 3 times a week.
enti otia and slaughter ni something na tofane say as a fatigue kakra ayachine players in the likes of Ran Gravenberch nom as a fatigue aya settle in and yen sma olu no ete atudwa and no pay na abusuam player bi apie e Olympiacos ni din ane Christos Mozakitis na akodai diametini letters and say Christos Mozakitis no watim feel do okay na akoda na the screen so no Arsenal anya bre na no amonitano gamer Olympiacos eboy say okoya jinkwa ete ama Olympiacos Arsenal monitor boy ni sada tibia amotin bebam no be adwuma ama team no Mikel Arteta say oko press conference bia and some manfo busa and say openi na obato striker na and o say masha say me consult me players no one by one ufi say ususu say hwan and I'm in front of them obetima boa team ne die and yan come on Mikel Arteta we have to do what is right for the club in response to questioner omobusa say all the striker beba na team no kano hina anteko and also we have to do what is right for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta, Arsenal manager.
We lost two very, very important players, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. So we lack goals, we lack people, we lack options in the front line. It's clear. Nice. If we can get the right player, that's what we are actively looking at it. Yeah. Any player, no. Someone that makes us better and has an impact in the team. It's clearly that for the period that we lost them, ideally we need some help because we were very short already and we're even shorter. But the team still copes with that. Yeah. But we have to do what is right for the club. That's an option because it doesn't depend on us. Yeah. It doesn't depend just on Arsenal or Mikel or our will. It depends on the market and many other factors.
And is there work going on at the moment to have you identified targets?
See, I know I am Mikel Arteta manager. Emma Arsenal yetim kosan player bi akeke. Some player, or some player betim abua na oba. Wama club ni impact our general transfer window emu na enkomo bi koso our Leicester City na aye Jamie Vardy and Ruud van Nistelrooy na Van Nistelrooy coach Emma Leicester church and goal scoring record our Premier League no Masa Jamie Vardy na I am shocked with the interview no akwa fast so it told Jamie Vardy and after Ruud van Nistelrooy na ode all kind of pictures and ya danting come on no na coach no any players no express Jamie Vardy say ade when am here Premier League no me say yenti nkomo no.
Is he like as a boss? Also, how long did it take you when you met him to mention you breaking his record?
His record got mentioned straight away, not by myself. not by myself, it was by the gaffer. Yeah, he brought it up in a meeting, but it was light-hearted. And to be fair, it's up in the training ground as well as you walk to the canteen, so you have to walk past it every day.
Now, still your team come out our Premier League, Mamin called Tottenham Spurs, I swear, na abusuam injuries affected Tottenham no masa your manager Emma Tottenham Spurs when inje especially enei and Postecoglou on susuma obe say hit no anotne na me bo players am a piano so at the amount na Guillermo Vicario ankle foot injury and after Destiny Odoji our thigh injury Brendan Johnson and also our calf shin injury and Timo Werner our thigh injury Mickey van de Ven our thigh injury Christian Romero our thigh injury Afe Papi Matassa ono opera Osha Sergio Rigolona one opera Bissouma our thigh injury omina atime opera and no and Postecoglou to just emrewe no or counting on the Brazilian retaliation the Andrande say obetime abo na wabua ama club no akwankona him
as fit as he could possibly be. We're obviously managing his minutes at the moment. He felt good last night, he got through it, but he hasn't played for a long time, so he's not going to be at his sharpest. Still got to manage that, but the reality is that unless something changes, he has to play.
ɛno ɛyɛ Postecoglou manager ɛma Tottenham Spurs and then some I don't know NT and play on this note yɛde England nkɔmɔ no ɛsi yɛbɔ Italy na afei yɛde nkɔmɔ ɛna no play ɛwɔ Italy na Napoli ɛne Borussia Dortmund ɛdi nkɔmɔ na no meka kyerɛw sɛ Karim Adeyemi sɛ ɔyɛ the latest player ɔkɔ Napoli asua yɛ a ɔmotwɛ nim sɛ ɔmode bɛba Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium na afei wabɛyɛ adwuma report amensɛ ka ɛtim sɛ nkɔmɔ no ɛtimi aduanim yɛ ɛnkyɛ bi a ɔmbɛnami Karim Adeyemi sɛ ɔyɛ player ɛma Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium Mantenom is around 50 million euros and mutua at the ama Dortmund na fe boy na be adwuma at the ama team nom maminko AC Milan around 20 years near almost 20 years I'm more Champions League final na nkoma ma day e wo AC Milan so an play ya correspondence situation koma and I'm say hello ya Sauba AC Milan comes this year and inform I believe about 20 years you're more Champions League final no this time Rene against Dynamo Zagreb away your last match our group stage cinema you the first 8 no you qualify automatically to the round of 16 you build it upon that now for you do finals Madrid mo you so he don't bet much sham so and here in insider and Koma or the amame on AC Milan and play and medi atu anim Rafa Benitez and at the to just on the football at the Juventus and sir Dusan Vlahovic abaya empenfon nkasa na omuhwa nim sir obeste fit sir Dusan Vlahovic este fit nkwa obetimi aboam ama Juventus akọ ade akọ nim ano aye reporter efi omasue aba Ademola Lookman or a player Emma Atalanta na Demetini Antonio Pecasi or president Emma Club no or say sa akoko bidie na akoko bidie no otun kosua o hwanen so a o hwanen kosua no hwe nkodani ye emom nyini emanya sika firi ma sa akoko no aya won ton no obi nso nton na akoko bidie kwa etidia oka and say Ademola Lookman no or important player Emma Atalanta Bergamo Manante no enti obetima kan sa obetena omunyai no ema no enkoba bia de wo se omuye ema boy ni tena bia ombeye na fortran toasom aya djuma ama Atalanta Monza chief executive officer Andrano Galliani and I confirm say omo any Thomas Palacios etin komo na aya likely say omo betime alonino to Inter Milan na fakoya djuma ewo Inter Milan bobo kormo Juventus manager Thiago Motta abusia obo big game against Napoli and on say a bit difficult nebom ne star ne structure on sano said the BI who say Juventus now possess football no kenan ye dasmo epia sa and obey no on sano structure on sano star of play and you have Thiago Motta and Sama or Tuka and now Peo say it's going to be a difficult game a sunset Ocha Antonio Conte and then a Brantana Massa world structured a team according to instructions from the coach discipline our person so no our training so weekend disappointed Juventus fans na near sma orano ati atuja and na play na oko Simeone Inzaghi na so ya or your manager Ama Inter Milan and on say Scudetto no obianje sebia mpempen o say I Napoli and a Serie A na da bi Liga no yenwie until sebe we still competition ewom Inter timete amane ye Napoli timete amane ye team bia all compete within the top 4 etimete amane ye no and so manager no ati atudwa anopai mafi Italy na fe yaba Germany anopai na come on, our Germany live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Bayern Munich, director for sports. Edia Tuja say Hurricane. Ne goes land and say Emano. Say since November 22nd. 2024 now there's a hurricane open play what's a goal at the Bayern Munich or say and had team no number ni goals no and here team no and here Max Ebel Ninsama Oti Tuka and then ano play Leroy Sunny Obibeka Sibia or for contract extension and say Sa Ocha Bayern Munich games Leroy Sunny Janua Utimuso Opiapa or Pasiye and here Diana report HS Leroy Sunny and Common Aquanim na empenifosa store pesa amohwa kakra bona oboni sesiano nkwandia enka contract no omba estante nemo amopesa amohwa kakra and sample and amaster contract at the amount of Vincent company or say Champions League kugona omunya no I was this weekend I'm react quick now fem kunimje etime eba at the ama club no sesa ohwa Leverkusen fona said ya ama so dana amo eba no masa accelerator no mu tia so enti say amo so etime ayiri omo denum na fem kunimje ba ema Bayern Munich anom aya Vincent company na Leverkusen against RB Leipzig and Tabi Alonso at the Atujasa Jurgen Klopp Red Bull for now pointing there nanso so clubs under Red Bull no and now there's import in Pempe was say import no for some time but take time kakra and some po and an import who our club no so or say against Leipzig a difficult game 3 points no I want here Leverkusen and then Madrid atete sa one Fiorentino Perez Mokrano Mumu Ayonkofa into Beko akoya juma ama Madrid near Diano Club wom and also the concentration sesia our Leverkusen so some me manager Emma Leverkusen and Madrid there obian himself me legend for the club me the club no mama concentrate our Leipzig game no so no enra press conference told and Saba Zabi Alonso at the Atuja and on a pay yate amano yanko diamond shaft of Germany ama say and na ya bon komo e Germany and a pay na amanfo susa after 2026 World Cup betuja our Canada Mexico United States of America no enka yewia nya de se opani no abeto so aya juma ete ama club ne biem Nemum Demete Etemsa DF Bino I still a contract na until 2028 and Otna Ayajuma at the Ama Diamond South of Germany and pay Yadon Sam Atuanim, I mean France and Afe, Minya Jumaka, our front and wanna pay na Canadian midfielder Ismail Koni, a player, Emma Olympic Dramase, and a play Oko Roberto Giuseppe Nassoya, or say, or victim a decision, and penny for at Atakisa, Ismail Koni, a victim or not as a manager there. Oh, believe our Ismail Koninum, number no team message na say obefitim num and a reporter and no etoja na Gumfit indeed. Now no matter to him say Monaco Fonia Bre, trying him say Leicester midfielder, the Super Eagles of Nigeria midfielder, Gumfit indeed. Amara Juma, our Stadio Louis Day, Jamitinye, Abusiam. Ruud van Nistelrooy, manager, Emma Leicester City, sir, Winfried Ndidi, and Kuba Bia, or Leicester City Bobo Korum, not for Juma at the Amatino Yanko Australian Openum from France, no. Yabako Australian Openum and no tennis. Na Novak Djokovic, and among four we say, only anti-Murray, no. Number 2 so aya juma anti Murray ayo coach anti Novak or 2 so aya juma no say me Novak Djokovic die ya kasa minim say anti Murray about 2 so aya me manager and answer onya me manager PM Novak Djokovic only say this year about 38 ya kasa die I want 37 now I say I'll continue to strive more for Grand Slam titles at the age of 37. Or say tennis, no, maybe a whole dresser, I don't know Novak Djokovic, and soon will be see on Korea that be on your address or Rio or be chasing for more titles. And then Novak Djokovic, on him say Alexander Zverev and Zamek Sinner and about Australian Open final. Na Novak Djokovic declare Alexander Zverev say are your favorite about him our Australian Open final. Num na Yeka Alexander Zverev first Australian Open final after some Novak Djokovic who play on semi-final Friday. I want to be angry with 10-time champion. Abusiam of Chinese and Kunde Ebetim Ako eti Amanua. Yadon Sam at 2 and I'll play na Okom Zamexina. Na Shea was your prepare ye pa. For Alexander Zverev, or say, or say Alexander no, and your luck, and or dedua, and your luck can count duha. Ebianka Novak Djokovic amply offer on this and can be able to finance. On will do finance with merit. Alexander Zverev, the Motembo, and a team to final. It may casa Makakobo final, nothing couldn't day at me ako at the Amame, and yes, Urano at the Etuta, and the play on Oyerepa TV, on Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Abusiam, Yaren Samnum, Eba, Nafe, boss player, and Timina, Abatrosum, and then I'm pay. I mean, from to just Oko and Samnumwa. I'm on for HM, sir, Dabi, Kopama, about Panisi City over the weekend. A son said, Y'all be as a Kopama, and not Kopama, at the Etudano pay, sir, y'all be an animal city, a Tima. Ono na kache mpenimfo se emra so ofisa wadumra e wo se oye adwuma wadumra wo se obo consistent ama club nti onye na adweso betra bench biem o se pep ani team koba se I was otna na oye adwuma ama club no kache pep se emra so be movie on nti enyo obi ena bi o kache se masa e wo so free to no na push for his move nti yo bia any team and ensema oru no ati atudwa enne anopai Marcus Rashford to Barca and Semno Abusiam Barca board no believe say Hans Flick obetima ama yahu different Marcus Rashford Osha oba Barca yi and kodana manfo ni jide ewo mumu say jide na ba omo deliver Mark Casaldonom omo jamfimfiwa utum so mu pia let us HSA Barca board no jide say omo for Marcus Rashford omo the right manager the best aba afi Marcus Rashford mu a yada honsam atu anim enano pay na oko Hendrik na soya abusianfo Madrid sa Yesu duano pay sa onye na adwen sa okoba bia Madrid club ne sa omunja Hendrik amanu kopolon and former club bia oye important player at the Emma team na pay ya don some atu anim ene ano pay Rafinha abusiam or sister Barca about fighting for the La Liga and found say about 7 points and a da omne Madrid and 10 and pay on this note live on Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM kind of so say live our Facebook pages so Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa live on Facebook, Oyerepa and Promise Sports, Oyerepa and Promise Sports, at Oyerepa Sports on Twitter, at Oyerepa Sports on Twitter, and they X at Oyerepa Sports on X, NT and play boss player. You didn't go phone close to Semino SC and I pay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Boss player.
That's it.
Boss player.
I had there.
That's it.
Bed don't hear about going.
Kakra.
No. Ongwa.
When they.
No one that said, "Who pay or so."
Oh. We are born on a fair man.
We add we no be.
And then we be.
The Reverend Abbas of Boadi and
who is the Reverend there? Reverend Abansu de Anuamba. Reverend Abansu de Anuamba. Mount me. You cannot be Reverend for nothing.
Because we have vim.
Cannot be Reverend.
Got the vigor. Or the Akasa, see a Benjani monitor. Have vigor, ne vim na. Hey. Memo. Aye.
Memo.
Sir.
That's what
last week. bana de muntimi nwane
ye nwane che say ye kwan ya fa so ye nioma we have our ways
and then sa kwan
ya kwan nya wa kwan
bi am be fa so bi an
and sa kwan
that's right.
Babu enye na ye ne reverend nim ko na bram ka.
That's right. Ba ku bi a me na ma breaking it down kakra because mu pick kakra you know tiane nti
breaking na that's the
so
can be akan.
Ya be the necessary and further you know ne ade na ba ku bi a na me say Zakito check man wo nwie ye hye pa.
But sir, your man permission never from
because sa boreholes na ye wo Ghana ha no Ghana Football Association boreholes no and now pay Manchester United Supporters Club of Ghana eco commission a borehole ewo Jase kan and it is costing only 35,000 Ghana cedis nti ye de bebusa questions kakra ye de be Ghana de no de bebusa questions kakra mechanized borehole and you see be just borehole keke mechanized and omoko commission no pay nti no ho asem ho no mo ye de buy the bebusa asem kakra ye de to Ghana de no ho me ahwe se ni city nti tama as Kotoko lay charge on the Ghana Premier League with what many believes is the biggest and proper signings. A new communication and brands structure has been revealed. Tama, 5 people were interviewed. One of them, a journalist, but on the information I'm picking, say, "Oma dropping no, inti aka 4, inti out of the 4 no, ena ombe pick back no." Now, Tama, the information we are picking, and they say, your own lawyer Safu Duku will be part of this communication team. In fact, the chances that he will head the communication team no, Tama, okay, say Enra, right in front of you in your presence on your show, sitting on your seat, lawyer Safu Duku communicated to the whole world through your medium. Say Nana Mama Juma so me. Information epic say lawyer Safu Duku is coming back strongly as the head of the Kotoko communication team. Tama communication team structure in Greater Accra, Eastern and Volta will be headed by one person. Now I hear Ejuma under Safu Duku. Central and Western, one person working under Safu Duku. Bono, one person working under Safu Duku. All the northern regions, no, one person working under Safu Duku. Now Ashanti region, and 2 working under Safu Duku. See, this is the structure as far as the communication. Brands, you know, time I hear say ebi nipa 4, and now on the 4, 2 will be in charge of marketing, specifically marketing, and the 2 will be in charge of branding. And see, this is the structure the IMC for what we have been told will be putting together. Ebia next week they will appoint that person, then he will put all this thing together. That's the latest information I ever know. And your good friend lawyer Safu Duku may be coming back. And I say oba na work as na maso dey nya no o my message na ya hwe ne ya hunu. Ya hunu but ya see akira ewurawura mu kakra fan ya. That's the information I am picking on. You know, that's the new structure, the new entity. I am seeing always say I miss for no bekono. On here na omu nyanko ne nko chena because send ya mo edit structure na eba ne there. People are coming to work. Na Baba say Florentino Perez of Ghana football. Florentino Perez so no so tesro ho. Na fi otutu no ma na ogum so ye ne de. Na Dr. Kwesi Apia so office Sudan ba no so abeso ne fa baby kakra. No so ye ne de na say Kotoko no in kan ko ne nanim kwa ha no na say because information nature say IMC no league ne de
enye ehia omo de banye league ni ntina omo ni abresa Kotoko want to lay charge and push for the Africa and enye se omo ko boni keke ba omo pese omo boni ye pa na omo impress enti Kotoko G League na say FA Cup na the na say na no na fence Dr. Chairman K5 catch say Kotoko target winning the double na anye Ukraine mu ba ko de so omo je because Kotoko want to be in Africa next season omo ji say e ka ho bi e be serve as a panacea to draw the crowds back to the stadium enti tama eno ni the latest on the Kotoko new structure na ebia enam kwemu a banka krakra no na the epic no your good friend lawyer Safuduku say one day ni din no etimi na mu din pa
na so my interview nipa 5
on my interview nipa 5 on say the brands and communication no omo opportunity together so no be it will be headed by one person and out of the nipa 5 no interview na media ni bi on batoma drop no on be pick one of them on be the overall
na media ni kwa no man drop no
information ni say omo si ka media ni no kwa no kam se nka ko wom bi pa say ke ka say ko mo qualified yanka but omo hu say be ye no e bia na we attached to a certain media house bi and say why mo na say and we mo yi na e bia na akoye say da bi ntino say na be ya enkriti ene we bia no de ono no yesre na ka we ade ba wo qualify ba wo de tenanchen na ye ma
no mo ko friend no mo no media ni
oh so we nya put ni pan together we are we further on them ti bia wo didi hu nkomo ye check your background checks ni sa no no na wasan so consultations na bia those that you speak to no na bia omo bia ka che say chale ka we had you na media but media for on bia intino there to avoid we bia no munye yi na we time okay say lawyer Mr. Larson no we lawyer so onye lawyer
David
aha okay any time no say na Kotoko 2 communication Kwame Usansa na Paul Admochiri na Kwame was for the northern sector na Paul was for the southern sector.
Sure.
Yes.
Was it the same time?
The same time. Me no, that one I quite remember pa because now we say na Kwame Madam Funti na me tani didi komo kakra. Na we say na Kwame to Fanchine Brown na me back masquerade na me ko da nchen ya de auntie. Auntie no. Satan na Randy Susu ye has say oza half for them kind of PR. Satan na Randy Susu ye has PR no.
Oh, okay.
O de kai na Satan we de o kai
o ka say TV ne and of all the information about na TV bia.
So David who say na why na so man say bia say information no
okay na say o ka say no be di no.
Me kai pa say Kwame ne Paul nyina ye adwuma at the same time and that Major Larson. One say he is the only Kotoko CEO yako o former school akopeke no Jimpa. Yes.
I'm here interview.
I'm the neko Jimpa for the year Kotoko CEO ma Kotoko. So adu we nkofo bebre refi. Na Kotoko pe CEO Jimpa
for apply. I'm going to apply.
And the applications ni nyina ko go Jimpa for Professor Adem no.
A committee to na that's how the Major Larson will be into but you see him says I structure and no so he work under a board.
Yeah, I think there was a board.
Yeah, large in board no, the later large in on board no na Major
Larson. Na Mr. PV Obin, the late PV Obin mo fimo.
There be no more call. Minim say chose abe join there. But it was a board that okay na Mr. Kesse,
yes.
Kesben, despite
hey.
They were all
despite my board no eba call you. Ansana Jimpa dey beba no.
Alaji, omo na ma Jimpa ye.
Because Sabo. Yes, I don't know.
Sabo na ma
Jimpa ko yes ikoye we no.
If I remember right.
Kotoko no you use all manner of idea they are picking who becomes the CEO and I said you. You use almost every way including using the academia. We seem you see them say
those that there is peace of mind. I mean they say no. Obiano amatis was sorry say nana
Kuntumpo. If I was a Jumana na here there. Say be say o kan from two periods of Ghana football. We are central Ukruana now come and now I support and I come say onya dia. Now cry say we nipa bonini.
Assembly na okay.
Babo, your headline you na.
About reports be about this year. The last 45 minutes meeting be akoso between Manchester United Chelsea considering a swap deal between Alejandro Garnacho and Christopher Nkunku. United for no pay Christopher Nkunku.
For both of them.
And he said mo pay Alejandro Garnacho dia men transfer swap deal. Okay. The last 45 minutes. Nkoma akoso no.
Why I don't make exclusive latest.
That's right. Tamanti na be the winner e buy. Nti be the winner buy nti if for faithful we are kwasan aba. Ye buy the additional
and I won't say any exclusive we have.
Oh, Natama the structure am there be any exclusive.
Okay. We guys what the structure.
Nkanzu. Structure we dina piano ze dinkasi.
Entertain baby ah.
For mama Benjamin back.
Okay. Ceremonies on Monday, they are not there.
And to Uber lawyer na. And I will transfer the one team by the
they are going through a process.
Oh yeah, it's still going to a process. But the information is that maybe next week they will announce that person. Then
structure was structure and best and will be now more after no move on.
Oh, say the structure will be that there will be a communication and branch manager. I don't know my interview nipa 5 I make say media ni be PM or
my interview is Safudu.
That Safudu for no anytime I say ka friend me campaign no.
Oh.
Me say me be friend na or MTN for catch me say me you know I me try say me to be amfa. My ya my try say me to ento na me jam.
Me too say.
Also to ento. Ene e wo mo e ha bi. The problem. Ba wo de ndie nsan ye. Oh so person be friend.
Enti. O my interview nipa 5.
Nipa 5 yes. O my interview nipa 5. I say we no up crack etia e be nwa pa say yati.
O my head hunting.
I should think so.
And pick 5 people.
Omo man nipa 5 no present to CVs. But in this says if it's still head hunting, but at least maybe a time
of and say you need to bring your CV.
Yeah, and Tom present your
but just head and is yeah, because will be applied.
Me sure say
and to man the very marker say. Yeah, we say the reverend seen faith here Juma no.
Mo de bosity na. For CV brand yem peruse.
And no munya
5. Dana media ni ba home.
Omo represent and man.
Yempe ayi.
Say the Ketekye no radio no.
Oh, yes, on radio time da be pato make manu si body me so me nkasa. Da be nkasa. Da be.
Na dey say.
Dia on person e be sie ni say. O ma hu say uko fans centroni a. Ya na say the other media houses na say guys no. Na say afese say akoye bibia obi
be a in the form of releasing information. Consider the media station first.
So ebi kwa na say the media house no kwati kan first because say hey what they come and call
conflict of interest
simple into to avoid we know
na say omo nye media phones so they have friends
but who say no there Savannah say no a omo fa say
I think the first thing is to be okay we will be anya we doing to me and Ketekye it's how competent the person is. It's not
yes,
so
but neutrality is also very important.
Yeah.
Neutrality is also very important.
But who says that obi a media won't win a new job?
Ubeti me but who say you don't want to create the to say the media can enough akwai say be a media house emphasis why more Oyerepa. Ebi am say obedi. Na say obedi na me ma break me news and about there be me the example.
So when you in free
me patch me the example me dey say obedi em fato.
Oh my God.
Ebi I interview say obedi. Ubeti say interview say obedi.
Go on contract na wa.
I'm man kwam ani nkoye.
I'm man here back. When zaman nye bibi. We no kwan.
I don't go there private. I don't say private.
I no go here but you be try am na. We better exclusive with the uni.
Oh, because we need that. On mama interview we need na. Tama he knows them. In fact, he knows them too much. He knows the people that have been interviewed. So Obed knows them, yes. And I'm sure he knows even the media person. I know no.
What will be?
Me too my TB peg. Oh. One say before Kotokobo house no na call be by concerning the strategy for the match promo.
To do CV Koye.
Debbie. Let me see because last time we update TV danger. So to the panning comedy, you know. It sounded like because okika and you may be a bit to me like as an brainstorming bisa. So after the Diana game, now one of the brainstorming ideas, no, at home. Oh, that was the appointment of Malik Jabel.
Okay. That's it. And then man were on the way.
Yes, na ACC so. And I has there no that call no so a buy. And the Nipani didn't come on how to help with match promo. So from a distance, after that, me decided to course on that, and it appears that's a Nipano. Indirectly, he's working as the brands and
already.
Yeah, from me, come on, Nipani me and later I got to know his relationship with the IMC. Indeed, for brands aspect in him, say there is a key. So
the brands will be different from.
Based on their cost, then say he has started managing that end. On one hand, controlling communication behind the scenes.
So brands and communication.
Yes, or control behind the scenes. So I spoke to that person again. And so now then an announcement, man, you or not there. He's just behind the scenes helping affairs. Means so a media person and I say or a media administrator and I say me who how to classify me to me you know that person.
No, I don't.
Oh, mean to me bone, but me to not throw any amount. Aha, no to me so to.
And I guess only in the background. Let's have a catch us with
he manages that behind the scenes.
Okay.
Aha, and
so far so good.
So far so good.
Why should an announcement come?
No, but he will not be doing it publicly. But they will need a face.
It means maybe a whole nama. The introduction of Ebia Safudukun. Aha, Ebebemune dia says someone to lead. But Mtimakan on radio several times, so there's someone behind the scenes, and he on yenye way or consulto. On Sunday, Temanke 5 Kensi said that appointment need to come, despite Obiwo behind the scenes, because I know on sports line interview. Na one of my guys sitting now now Odin common or the two names so see will be but he will be so obeko round nipa Americans so he won't come out and I know circumstance no be babon no or yeah
they want to work
behind the scenes into so no e babon thing to explain it and you know the any say be BBS obetime tia wona so they be a 7 inch remuni say but I think the administration believe that they need someone to come up and do the talking.
So, but I when you have him so follow show now. Lawyer Safu sitting on this chair. I catch Papa through Papa to a Ghana New Year scene.
So, Safu Dukwa started for Bear Kotoko match on Mebo against Karela. Or the gym from Bear Tuesday in Ebasa.
What's in another more? I be catch and say on train Akrama Kotoko.
Okay, so that was the match promo aspect. From Tuesday, attendance against Vision FC was not the best. There's a Penifo who said something need to happen. So strategically, when I inquire about him, because Nipa to Nipa make him, I say Onya the Obeba Bonten.
Okay.
Onya and yes, he's a very good communicator. I mean, and our excellent media relationship. Mini media house. So opinion be on Titi Obi. Let me put it that way.
What do you think of?
Yes.
Okay.
On Titi Obi. Odruwa obe command respect. And the way of engaging people is one of our call opinion or excellent relationship. But I think
we are gradually. I don't make my thing there. That's not making
okay. They know you. Okay, say. Safo be reverend who na dini di.
Let me say. As long as I say what they number to
brands and communication. But they all kind there and this.
Let me say brands and communication. Mrs. Safo be what communication on, but they are looking at somebody who be the head the brands and communication. And not be any back. Then Safo will be part of the communication, you know. And I make us a communication also so they will have somebody who will be in charge of Western and Eastern and all those things.
Reverend Akwaba.
Let's also time
I don't. They see our harder. They see baby.
family.
That's the timer. Now I shout or phone with you. Faith Homeopathic Clinic and once I'm now yeah, can't sports once a media. And who say over the years, there are major sports personalities so when it comes to their health options they go for homeopathy. Now, David Beckham. No, England for national captain. National team captain. If you want me to say, or Yarina on your injury be a homeopathy and all the treating on. Timoa, more tea and more shayna homeopathy will be a crowd on choose homeopathy pain. But if I say more who's a sports person, I say, oh, beer, oh, pet upon modane, person what put your dane, or go to do sissy, which dear. You will need petty to power we are here. When it comes to their health, they go for homeopathy. Papa no to me kefen Hussein Boda. Research I'm young say or not there na pomodin homeopathy kwan. The same thing Papa be no James Ellington. Or non so when it comes to treatment on court baby I say homeopathy. And sana obaby and FN Lemford Christie. On so 1992 Olympic medal the whole world on the file. On so homeopathy. You won't be brave sports celebrants. And the celebrates over the years. Omunadi homeopathy asa won ho yade hu say homeopathy no and only the best way who protect him from injuries now we treat injuries who benya results within the shortest possible time and unti baby bia o share na yade nti wakadem obi na mobu obi nya accident ye treat no e wo mu na se pain no e say back kakra o se me koye CS and so ho ase me ti ya o baby e pam ade anim na se mu keka me sure baby bia wa o hwa no pa bia no yare bia aka wa etete wo no Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic ye gibre ahwehwe ni padua nim na yehu de kofa wo yade ne bae Faith Homeopathic Clinic we believe say one root cause obetwiti symptoms so there entimi ma nipa ehon tono eno nti ba bia wo bia sade beye na wapomodin betimi awie peye na asipi na sitanite mesro enko ba bia betwiti symptoms bra na yen check the root cause of your condition because Sandra Cabot mama bia oye liver specialist or say so bre boni timi ye na dwuma ya oni padua ni nyina ebede ne ho every adiem na ye hu say root cause ni nyina has a direct link with the liver and untino baby bia wo bia so we bema o Johnson tentem on so Johnson no emeye papa me so Fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic wan hwe ya ebre bi beba na e be show catheter e be hawa dwene me so Bra Faith Homeopathy na yemwa research am ye say ebre bi atwam na nka yare bi wo ye body a empanin fo pa na nya sa yade no nanso na sen na me didie ene lifestyles ahodo bi a abenti no be hu young person no akofa liver condition hu no akonya kidney issue hu yebesro homeopathy treatment and any treatment I je to ma be hu say the best option emphasize side effect bia emma enunti bra na yade bia wanya bia no yen treat homeopathy kwan so said the be ya ho beto within the shortest possible time abra onsan carry side effect bia efan ko ba bia enunti say wo hwe na won kran ya was Santa Maria Abuja Junction honomo Santa Maria Abuja Junction mo ko for you am call Landry Managers Road Poly Junction honom se takwade na wa Anaji Police Station che honom bogo sofo nyina monko Old Aseda boga bronsa ne se kumase na wo hwe dia na oba ahenema kokobin 18 mu wa mesro se yade bi ejejewa afiwe ye declare say ye health care year na ka say health care year na say self care year the best ye Kenya na say entra ema yare enduso ansa na wotu anamon the moment abon sensa traye bia ba oni padua mu no entempa na wotu anamon because the moment obema symptoms be kwan say enko nanim no na say o man kwan say yare no koso na and spreading now research am here say the ultimate of every disease is to kill you or to destroy you say yare ba oni padua mu a yade botaye ne say ebekun na sewo yade bie ne wa ba oni padua so no be di agro ana say o brew scan as o be ma ho ayefe yade ba oni padua ma ne botaye nya ne say kakran obe sewo no wakun enu nti se unya hu nsakaye wo oni padua mu a enfant na ho to an amount na bra Faith Homeopathic Clinic na yentimi enkom wa fa numbers we ne frame 0244 58 38 59 0244 58 38 59 and also 0275 96 94 14 0275 96 94 14 and until yadie bia e ha obia no wo se koma se ahene makokobin 18 mo hodoma be se fidie nim na yen screening nipadua no na yen sa yare Dr. Bismarck wa obed bi so
all right ti Faith Homeopathic Clinic atenasi ye hu ni se yare bia e ba nipadua nim a emeye nipadua ni ye na emu se nipadua no
that's right
emre ni nti ya mo yare so a enka se Faith Homeopathic Clinic en sa yare chronic cases bia acute cases bia no fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic say o kidney when your kidney infection so when your hydronephrosis Johnson or build up of fluid, you know, intimate draining and for ureters in the go blood and if there is obstructions are and either say a better your kidney back home and a better your kidney me now and no so when your signs symptoms in in so Arabia a man I say tatai who did the crabia now or why now both no untimina or yeshe Nina and yourself about Faith Homeopathic Clinic. So when you're pyelonephritis, when your kidney infection, your infections be bra or mobile nipedi and no so or no tema or multi travel or honamno aqua bebre. Your infection be a friend Escherichia coli, so infection we know better now use so training. Your schedule so channel so once a kidney no eka so channel cause kidney you may say filter away substances waste product in everybody now for our draw by na friend ureters nim na be good use so training. And if there is any infection or urinary tract in ma say one share and treat na a travel suffer ureters e kwotena kidney nim and a cause kidney infection no into our bones on phenom na ho hyehyw bones on na see dwa asa de atwuma kwa fa na ho no or how bones on sa no say hu dwa na ye friday bi edema na cause edema pofi no anim eye pofi anim hu no on say hu no onan ya se onan yan kasa dua no so hu no ni nyina wa hu sa de we na de akọ hospital edro be no wanom hospital be na mfa nkwa hu nsusaye bia no yes sir say we be Faith Homeopathic Clinic when you alcoholic hepatitis say be we live no say ntimi function ye ye hwebe boni so ye nwuma pi ama ajawo yefunu yare wo ho abema wafu aye kakraka insanum nti ebia didie nti wakore nam bi nyina yes bra ye ni toxic body no
that's right
well when your immune system wo form ni nyina no fabra cause nipadua no ye koye ba no immune system no so support ye pa nti wa immune system ko form no bra ye boost immune system no yare one kitinkiti biara ekoso nipadua nim no entra on ka say yare we de na de ubeko wum enti na Faith Homeopathic Clinic ya bedua o man we mu say de ye je ayare for no enyina hu say yare say de ye kan e ba me ye nipadua ni ye na mo me be say nipa no yare be say typhoid say ulcer say diabetes pressure Nina fabra diabetes for ntie pa what diabetes now sa ko pick infection make sure say obe ma sugar na from our system nim cause your other infections be a bacterial infection and viral infections be on betenema if one ma sugar na come from out treat infection is a day free cause bacteria ni feed on sugar no your bacteria be be your gut in sa Escherichia coli your friend E. coli ya me kan asem no your bacteria be an holding pa or your gut nim ti say sugar level kwasro na say osanya sa bacteria we no na infection we no one treat sugar level na bacteria no feed on sugar no edinyini no ha nipadua no san cheche we nyina Faith Homeopathic Clinic na ebegimre ahwehwe ba bia adekro ni nyina afriba ye hwe ehu adekro na ansa na de adura kan say de be border room say ye hospital ho nya pharmacy eye say oba ya osi we ni we na ye me ni amwaduru na mom ye to ye bo diagnose ye do sha machine scan no ye hu adekro na osi ehu na ye wo alternative treatments bebre say ye nura ye di no be kan ho de massage ye be ya ma de detox ye be ya ma acupuncture nyina ho honom prophetess nso enam empaibo so ene nyoma bebre so de mfidie abedua oman nimu abedua hospital bra na be sohwe emobi nka nkyere onso tu anamo say de bobosumu we eda honoma ye de free screening no onso bra na be di adanse ni bi pressure na wo so we ya de kakra bia na ho ayehye o tu anamo kakra bia no abre o je ho anje o tie kwani shimu so na mfifire tim ni nyina no fabra Faith Homeopathic Clinic usura adro no ma bra Faith Homeopathic Clinic antini e frɛ ye nnu nketo ano ye be ma adro e be ye wani ka keke ana aside ye treatment no so no ye frɛ ade bi non pharmacological treatment ye treatment a wo hi adro ye treatment a wo hi massaging na mom ye treatment a ye be cancel cause ye yare bebre wo hono ma sa yare no ya ye mfa adro nka ye se kokoda over there sorry no na ho ato ya rebi o wa yes wadi diete so de aduane wei ya rebi o ho so yes didi ntam udi sa nneema wei nyina so a wo ho to aside no say yes sciatica wo ho no ma na to ase twu na say titiriti on say nyina titiriti wo ho na ho wo so o so adem kura na ho so ni nyina fabra faith homeopathic clinic say wani glaucoma say cataract diplopia double vision obi ho hwa ade a na ye ni tutu ade wo akira wo hu ni ade ben ni so wo hu ni ni nyina na say fabra faith homeopathic clinic your machines akukudam de ade ba ho ani so de ade ba fo ani so ade kro bia be ya mo wani no obenya wo site no faith homeopathic clinic ya be fa sa akwan ni so your doctor say kukudam ya be gimre ade wa fa akwan bia so ama faith homeopathic clinic abema wo yaresa no abafom anase ase atukura yejidi ujidie na udi to na mo no say de bia me kan eno kwa 50% cure 50% cure na asa aka no eno no free faith homeopathic clinic doctor say kukudam ne nurses for ho ebo adwuma no yenso ye de be kan ho nyagidie no na fabra say stroke ya rebe ya mreninti say ya mo yare say de medical kan no eno no nche say yensa to na mo na fabra faith homeopathic clinic afi na odi wa fidie na to ya be say be fa number no ya the numbers mienu na di dwuma emu bia be free bia no ya be je so ya ma direction no e de waba MTN number na yedi dwuma na 0244 58 38 59 0244 58 38 Tigo line nso yɛ 0275 96 94 14 medema no si yenu ya mema no so a premature ejaculation almost so impotency and as erectile dysfunction ni nyina mo family faith to me particular clinic why I show katita bia prostate tissue family faith to me particular clinic
just say bema pija erectile dysfunction such as obema no e sorry mu ntimi nya den
obi also sorry kwa
sisi ni trase obi so dey sorry kwa so no obi also e be sorry all right but ensu efi mu ba no ntimi nyem ba
exospermia
nya exospermia na say legospermia nti na basa ensu ni European kwamo ni nyina wu nti odebebo adwuma no all right am oba na ni age but award ye e bi nka ho ni nyina oba faith homeopathy ya je mre hwehwem na e de hunu aba
Beman. Ebi die nsore kra.
Ebi nsore.
Oba faith ebe sore.
Ebe sore.
Obu ozo sore a.
Timi fanya hwe.
Munye den.
Adi gen so keke.
Ya na say bunukom.
Pa.
Ono so faith ye man.
Oba ebe ya man.
Obi ozo so a ebo adwuma pa ba nsuo no nye papa.
Nye kra. Eno so.
Na ese nsu fi an yego to ogu
fa so.
Timi nya hwe.
Ana obi ozo so dia obo adwuma bia fa nsuo no ye ba so me check up no protect nsuo no.
That's right.
Wa na nsuo na go.
Sa ni pan ko no nim say o ha hiem create medwo.
Ye o hiem adwo so.
Di hiem obo adwuma na du be na.
Bia no wada.
Baby. Onai.
Na ni da so.
And no so a different kind. Erectile dysfunction.
And no psychological factors be ban decide no.
So
yeah. Dream
and basa this whole church.
Very good. Your treatment, you know, your Friday be non-pharmacological treatment. And no psychological factors nation, no say depression, say anxiety, say stress. And no say here dra, non-pharmacological treatment, no counseling. Or buy a bedroom re. It's who say all the any dra near 2 for. Afasade no. Because we all breasted there.
So bi ho kra oguso boy dwuma no oba ntimi ko kan asem bi na akumade no
killjoy no
killjoy but be masem no ejina so pa o fa ho kra obi su kra on de oye na dwuma
and ma trend mu ba
oye na dwuma
faith for mo we
yewo ahenema kokobin 18 mu kumasi ya kumasi ahenema kokobin 18 sen kra no obi hwe ye ya yewo Santa Maria Abuya Junction honoma so obi okofo idu anso a yewo Landry Managers Road El Poly Junction and as obi o takrade a Anaji Police Station chere wa de o Bogos so de Uncle Old Aseda e wo Bogaso Boga Bronze na chi Bogoso main Lowing Station na chi wa a friend Old Aseda okoho a obehu ye screens no so mo say numbers bebre go fabi most so more radios no bet me afra 0244 58 38 59 0244 58 59 sorry 58 38 59. Numbers here Kenya support WhatsApp. Into no say send a message I Sabeka who broche baby ubia ubitimi. That's a timer.
All the best.
Thank you.
Much trains.
Baba Mumra. Baba say mood. You should body mass index no na.
Na mun checking him.
Checking no mama.
Let's fats in so.
Cholesterol be an
said that this sports personalities be doing a chance here. A sports personalities power media question power. Only use homeopathy for their treatment. So the last time Cristiano Ronaldo coach treated almost 14 on a homeopathy doctor. Christian Beckham.
Ronaldo is now homeopathic.
Yes.
Yeah,
Becker. The same to Beckham. I find it. Yeah, Beckham. David Beckham. Ono so sa obeya your friend on Linford na oye Utumrika sa as point yes I Linford Christie homeopathy no the treaty no yeah ho same boat or homeopathy it is a ban of homeopathy says sports personalities they use homeopathy as their health options baby see America say kredwuma ekoso gidigidi it no momra mutimi dem ba we be proud. See a best seven. Because just a ban of fisiona.
Faith, one just of my miss of my
of my trouble. Lisbeth. Gladys for her. Gladys is a practitioner. And Gloria and so Dr. Gloria, Dr. Gladys, only practitioners. That's right. You almost do so. Papa.
I mean, Shamu.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Faith for the woman. Okay, yeah, no problem. Right. So what?
Me too.
Yeah, very
necessary pa. Matches were held this weekend. Now season started, you know, in come back home to a deep had to do with club FN Real Madrid. And the inclusion of Kylian Mbappe, how a bit me function well for Madrid in keeping their balance. Now, Mr. Ton's season started, and now there were this form of disconnection and disunity being in the team, especially with the structure. Now, balance anyhow, and there were a lot of issues. Now, man, for GD say, dear Kosui, ebe hardware pa, how will coach Carlo Ancelotti be manager fix the problems of Madrid? But Milton, in all these situations, Madrid is on top of the Spanish La Liga, and it means that Carlo Ancelotti, yes, in the Champions League, so too, almost need a top 18. I think they are the 16th position at the moment. But the point is, we've seen Madrid over the years having a slow start in the Champions League. But almost soon, bapa the knockout stages most of the time. In common, yes, simple. We needed to look at the La Liga. Madrid since 2000, winning the La Liga back-to-back has been a bit of an issue for Madrid. Omon time defended as compared to Barcelona. Barca team Barca have been winning and defending in most of the times compared to Real Madrid. But Madrid now on top, last season winning it. They say they have a chance of doing a back-to-back. And the question is, Quite Benson, coach of Carlo Ancelotti, it's me fixing the issue of balance in the Real Madrid team. So the first issue had to do with without the ball, how these players, because they some are attacking minded, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, Jude Bellingham, Obo Rodrigo, so can one four. How these four players, how would they defend for Madrid without the ball? Mesoto, surprisingly, Carlo Ancelotti has been fixing it and Bonnie starting. Now, Madrid without the ball, you realize that three of these players, the rest will drop to the middle to be part of the middle three to form a dear friend block. They don't press. Pressing it, there are different ways of defending without the ball. It's either you are pressing the opponent and then a pepone club mo pepa no me tata do ma babeje. Just use what we call the blocks. Next on bebe chiri. Inti bon so mo saso ten. So o skip first block or no amba so. But I drop we be che so the sign ho. Now so the sign second one and sign waka ko two echiro phone. So that's the difference between blocking and pressing. Now in the shape of Madrid, without the ball, one player will do the pressing when him, whilst the rest will drop to form a block Into to ansana be skip no, it becomes a bit of an issue for you. And that is how these attacking players are helping Madrid without the ball. So this is another form of block. Into when you say Omon Tata Dortmund for an ball. That is not what they are doing. Manchester City to say 4 now, ya draw mono. They will go after whoever is receiving the ball and block your chances of building from the back. But that's not what they are doing. One player will stay up front to on the chase him, then the others will come and support the middle. So you have to skip these ones to get to the back four. And that has been the way Coach FN Carlo Ancelotti or the year Humanity Kylian Mbappe stays. Rodrigo Beba no abe support to right back. Both say Jude Bellingham ne Valverdimo Ababeka Kamavinga home. Then you realize that Vinicius Junior also dropped to support the left back. Whilst Kylian Mbappe will be doing the pressing. To a combining him boom and it's helping Madrid without the ball. Now, Moto, the other thing had to do with conflicting of positions during an attacking transition. And I'm saying they always love to catch opponents using the space. But in similar zones. Rodrigo, if you watch Madrid last game, what you realize, Rodrigo was playing from the left side. From the left, Rodrigo has excellent technique when it comes to his shooting. From the left, Opiade between the favorite foot, which is the right, then he shoots. And Vinicius Junior so buffer. And also one Kylian Mbappe so buffer. Until you cannot have a balanced system. But contrary to that, the coach has been able to instruct these players to stick to defined roles and defined zones. Based on that, they are not conflicting with each other whenever Madrid in an attacking transition. Into Madrid in ball number attack here. Every time they are Madrid best start the attack between Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo, one will drop to the middle to help the build up. Now two, and the two will choose defined moments, defined roles to attack the opponent. You to hear this particular boy, you realize that Vinicius and the bench build up now. Kylian Mbappe operative from the far left, Rodrigo from the right, and Jude Bellingham. So to last season, the amount Bellingham GD said, Madrid bought the front two of Rodrigo ni Vinicius Junior. So mu biemwa Jude in the free middle, Ebabe take you over as a center forward, and that was why he was scoring more goals. He said the coach ni said Madrid build ya ba kumbra na aka two into two ni biemwa. Now, branch your friend Jude Bellingham, I operated through the central zone, just like no in the last season. In this occasion, Vinicius Abba and Jude Ababishim. Mbappe is the one creating, and that is how our coach Carlo Ancelotti to watch it. Jumano Ediama players on the field. So, as you about Penina Basso, we thought this was going to be a headache, but one or the other, Mr. Two was starting air fix. Madrid against Valladolid, Mr. We expect to say Madrid ever twice within a glory day. Still, it was Spain. Barca and Hansi Flick, they are doing their job. Their only issue is the rate at which they concede, which they need to fix that. But what you say, what form a front three, and the front three is doing a wonderful job. You can argue, but to me, say check club football, best front three say in terms of the qualities of my front three, combining here, ubetimi the Barcelona front three. If it's about pace, it's about creativity, if it's about finishing and experience, Barca front three way will be into finishing. Robert Lewandowski the bemao, experience or the bemao, creativity and pace. That is what Benya Rafinha and Abraham and Lamine Yamal also doing their job. So against Valencia or Fiumzo, I'm tipping Barcelona to win. Now about England, sports lawyer the story on Nkukune a year Ghana Chubai. Now. On the surface, I say, why would someone even propose this? But so when you trainer will share the demands of both coaches to some extent over Tiasi. Chelsea will in Kunkua. Mutual position of person or Boparo. There are two players are coaching in at the moment they are ahead of him. That is one Cole Palmer. That is just behind the center forward. And I prefer Nicholas Jackson as a center forward because of how unselfish or added to the balance of the team. In Kukuninya M2, he's an excellent number 10 who sometimes can steal to the number 9 position and do the scoring. Sa position no onya bi mbo Chelsea into wire idle. Over Manchester United omo coach efen Ruben Amorim bo a 4-2-1 system. Into up 2 creative players. They become number 10 form you behind the center forward. Some of the duties of this number 10 are Ruben Amorim and Penny said there should be players who can also move to the penalty box in an attacking transition and do the scoring. Zegzi omukofa ne ba imto to say adwuma no ontimi nye fete coach efen Ruben Amorim. He said nipa wo chini di was adwuma no Ahmad and Bruno Fernandes. But I'm so to clearly you can see the manager ni nyaya and can the middle two no more acting as the base of his team no instead of Manuel Ugarte no called the Bruno Beba for him to be the first receiver of the ball in a Manchester United's build up into Nyaombo Bruno ahead into the Bruno Beba finfia se bon betime de Ruben Amorim ne idle system not to swamamia. He needed to play either Garnacho or Rashford. And to sa boys we nyina so akere say sa position enya de omo betimi abo because omo no pe operating from the wing. So this is the average position of air coach Efen Ruben Amorim. Inte say baby Bruno Fernandes but hona Ahmad bo. Kobe Manu is not playing well. So he will take Fernandes to where Kobe Manu is playing. It means that Abeka one question the other number 10. In Christopher Nkunku, we to watch from his days from Leipzig to Chelsea how he want to operate. And you might be surprised because Garnacho Ntimimbo as a wing back. Garnacho now also Ntimimbo as a number 10 because you definitely drift to the wings. It will create problems for coach Efen Ruben Amorim. But in Christopher Nkunku, he will get that perfect number 10 just to operate with Ahmad behind Abrantia, your friend Rasmus Højlund. That is how open. Now you can drop Bruno to join Manuel Ugarte. And Ugarte will not be the first receiver of the ball. Ugarte will do the tackling. Ugarte will do the interceptions. Whilst Bruno, the one say Diego Dalot, more Edda wings, Mazraoui more da wings. Say Martinez more person more build it. Say delete more person more build it. Say any Euro more person more build it. They will not look for Manuel Ugarte, but rather they will look for Bruno. In a year, Christopher Nkunku, you can talk about Ahmad number 10 Bakwaha, Nkunku on the other side, and our born in Flamenco based on Ruben Amorim, or right attacking midfielder and left attacking midfielder. 2 players to operate through the central zones, and that is how our coach in the Pesoye. And that is the story behind it, the tactical explanation on how the coach want to operate in a 3-4-2-1 system. In Zach Zimono clearly looks like they failed him. And it means that Christopher Nkunku Badia, there's a Rashford coming back, no, will still be difficult because clearly it looks like Upper Rasmus Højlund no, as a center forward. So that'll be a little bit of tactical explanation behind this whole particular swap deal. Omu proposing between Chelsea and the club of Manchester United again. In Kenipa Bakwa, Kobe Peso be you soon pa. Branch FN Mason Mount. But here is the case that Mount ain't show issues of consistency after joining Manchester United. So we check it, coach, FN Thomas Tuchel take you over Chelsea. Or coach Champions League now, you know how Oyusu Mason Mount. And Mount would have been a perfect fix for that number 10 position. That is a right attacking midfielder. Mount without the ball, be press it. Ne work rate here excellent. Obetimiya the defensive job Ediama Ruben Amorim without the ball and Sakra na Ababe Drew Ugarte and Bruno the double pivot. But Mountain show consistency and that is why all switch Ediakwa Brantia your friend Christopher Nkunku based on the conversation. United against Fulham Mr. Two. I say United Timothy form. I mean the Amorim job is difficult, especially the lack of transfer with January. But to us, say, utie the conversation around building a system and building a new culture or a new club. Every transfer window be so making good use of it. But it appears that United, to some extent, might not be making good use of this transfer window. All in all, say utimi started now Jumano with matches beat say the Obeba against Fulham. Difficult game. But Mr. Two, say Ruben Amorim etimi form. The match of the weekend, me don't say Liverpool is switching it there. O check it the City koye switching it there. Na say unigite wo mu kakra. But if you Monday be cover no destroy so asem kakra because o call Leicester no kwa esem common ya different kakra. Our Leicester City. I mean, the last game on my boy, ultimately say Leicester supporters no were saying say unim dia oye. That was how they were chanting. The results now so two no. Yes, I think 1 in 6 matches. Yes. And one on the dia Kenya no varnish to to papa so Leicester City. But more on that later. So I'm expecting a Liverpool win. Arsenal has a tough game against Wolves. But I think Arsenal will find a way of sailing through. I want to believe Arsenal on that. Now, enumere way and City ne Chelsea match no. Come up now I'm so too. And your master sound Manchester City. In 2021, born the Toswa, City Alto player in January. In 2022, City spent 14.2 million in January. Almost signing 2 players. In Kuala Lumpur, 5. In January 2023, City stole just 1 player for 8 million. And last year, 2024, City signing 2 players for 12.5 million. But this January 2025, City are spending 130 million on the transfer market. And it tells you, and your master, so we should send your City assistant and your man in Kakra squeeze from 2021 to 2024. The amount of money they've spent in January is not even up to a year 40 million for 4 years. That is less than an average of 10 million every January transfer. All of a sudden in 2025, Omako 430 million. It tells you City want to rebuild. And we're told check the average age of players at City far a young players because Guardiola a first transition from Manchester City after getting rid of the Fernando. Also, to na City of Fernando, no more Fernandinho. Fernando was a Brazilian ni through Sakola be known so City in Finfio. Ojana Kwanja Gabriel Jesus Navas mo Samuel Nasri mo bejo mo kwan Alexander Kolarov Zabeleta Yaya Toure Joe Hart. That was the first transition Oja as our players no kwan. Then the second transition Obejo Tamendi mo kwan Emerick Laporte Mustutu Wejo mo kwan One Cancelo Hubeka Danilo Hubeka. That was the time on one Kasani players was started to toy, you know. On one no Munhus no Joe Mokwine, Raheem Sterling, no Joe Mokwine. Down to a year, Oba a Chiro Yam to all making changes. Then on the Manua Kanji Beba, Josko Vardio Mubeba, Wakofa Mateo Kovacic, into where a City third transition under coach FN Pep Guardiola. That means why 3 different changes. And so the decision to extend his contract, you know, he's now looking at the future. And yes, we are considering defeat. He will remain competitive, but he's looking at the future in such a way that next year, no, say a starting league ni biema, and your man to this season, been to ni biem. Into silence now, City in January, and into American Ruben Amorim, the NSA. If they want to start the culture for Manchester United, as I said, January in Komomia Huso, into by summer, no, now these players now settle. The system nase to be influential and game changers in the Ruben Amorim system. It's quite unfortunate. Me to akofa mamu shaba. Na baby anan common wapa. The absence of Julian Alvarez. Answer Mr. Tuo Saman ye kan Alvarez kono a okono. How are not a woman City? Alvarez was not a typical centre forward for Manchester City because of Erling Haaland, but he was a supportive player contributing to goal scoring from other positions. Moto, if you are checking Mamusha, it clearly looks like they're not Alvarez, you know, and Nubi and a coach in the person Okofa a year Mamushi Bano be Mamo. He might not be your out and out striker, but in terms of assist and goal contribution, so Haaland and Timia, his intelligent movement, watch our German Bundesliga, no, actually say he can walk on the shadows of Haaland. The attention of Haaland and be that player to score the goals. So to watch here, Jack Grealish is not a typical scorer. Oko almost a year without scoring. The last 3 matches for City and Yawus was started to tontra. If you've been watching Jeremy Doku will love to assist. He will love to take on players. Or Joe Peso Chechen, or by a friend pre-assist. He will isolate the winger or the fullback of the team. So be a mienukra or betchma ba be jina baako ntunu ayi ma firim. No a create space at the Amobi. He's not a typical scorer. If you've been checking Savino for Manchester City, he's also not a typical scorer. And also the any say 1-on-1 or no action. No or exploit the spaces. No ma left winger or your right winger and a headache. Sasa jumani nyina akoswa ehemfo na behye. That is where Mamush comes in. Indeed, the plan of City is not this season. They are building something. In a game against Chelsea, what kind of City will we be sitting? City is it the City about 6 matches now unbeaten and watch 23 goals are conceded for? And I said this season, Man City, the last time I make Arsenal game management. But this season, Manchester City, there have been 9 matches on match first goal. Baby, we are not City and Timmy winning. Man City lose to Sana, they are not shower. Now, if you work with Genechi, you show so be account to a City or Shakrana. There is the confidence that an opponent can equalize. To the game proper, but I'm expecting goals because I believe the defense of all these 2 teams is not in the best of shape. 3 goals or more is what I'm expecting. Typically, I'll go for Cole Palmer to score, Erling Haaland to score, a win or draw for Manchester City in this particular game. Because Haaland and Cole Palmer will definitely be the faces. Palmer has really improved, and he hits me up on that screen. Where improve power and coming back to play against Manchester City. It appears that or something to show. The City boy now, the Chelsea man, Sana Yana Peter Drew Rebecca. And menya sure say send your preseason City Chelsea first game of the season. Oma Enzo Maresca baptism of fire no. Menya sure say sa score line be never be 3-0 ni ade no. I'm expecting Chelsea to score a 2-2 score line or a 2-1 score line for Manchester City. Mr. Otu.
So we was initial commentaries ni na only as or nobody nyaju na oka Ganacho ni sana
oh that said
you agree with him?
No, yes, it's the managers. No, the last time I said the young managers now abano like Omusubani different from those managers that we used to know. Omoya say
this is the way I want to play.
If
you cannot play like this,
you are out of the team. And see, that is how they operate.
Someone would say, I need to tell you already. And let me go my way.
Yes.
I don't need to allow any compromise because only one more
then you lose your job now. And see clearly, sir, the 2 number 10s, he's struggling to get some players that fit into that's in the system, no. And the 2 number 10s, I'm gonna define it. Emma system click it. But it's so clear that Ganacho is a typical winger, and he's struggling to play through the middle as a number 10. And see, you could see he's a fine player on his day or better or wins war, but in the middle, a place that is overcrowded. And anytime you are receiving the ball, but send them and say Asarando. Ganacho any sort of player now, Nipa Tres Arandana comfortably can play himself out of that, or per se he isolates you on 1-on-1. Now, but in that situation, he loses a lot of ball. And I know that I create offense and turnovers at the opponents against United because you lose, they are counter attacking you, and it's a trouble. I'm told that it may be a separate deals if even the discussion now, because of a quite swap dealer. If it becomes a separate deals, you get money to overcome the Premier League books,
because you are offloading academy players to balance the books. But also swap here and reflecting that account.
Yes.
Zero.
And I'm told it's going to be the rather go for separate deal discussion. Will be maybe a beji way, Mufambra, no way should be a beji way. Unkunku, so when you prana or buy no prema who the best out of him. But I was encountered there. The system I know because at Leipzig that was how he was playing. San or Bones Leipzig initially were playing the 3-back system. And it's not Okamano the number 10s at Leipzig, and he was giving them that goals over there. And the match Chelsea, but he came and injuries.
like I ye panty and the best of Nkunku at Chelsea, but ABR he can come at Man United 9 season as a you know. Let's see how this deal go because I think Ganacho, a lot of United supporters more baby no he should stay because of the modern ball. But truth is that in that system, that number 10 no, Ganacho is struggling. And Oshana in time beyond or Bobiana, he should be number 10, but I'm not intentional because that is where he's comfortable. That is where he feels obey me out pretty obey me enya resource and a through. So one thing is very clear in the game Chelsea City game no. City Asia teams now mutumrika bia na almost struggle. And you understand our aging squad. Eti Asia teams now mutumrika ni bia na you see say ball no more they are able to pass on prepare ball no. But when you run with them they struggle. And Anna has Pep Guardiola and in City team you understand why he's in the market spending that kind of money to beef up the squad and to already or the two defenders and Aba plus attacking midfielder in Omar Mamusha or the Abeka team, you know. So Chelsea, on the other hand, Enzo Maresca so as making sure say he's going with very young squad. And also by an painful woman now, or Jamin now because he wants to build a very young. So in the Premier League, Chelsea is the only team yet to play a player 28 or above years old. Be no our ball for Chelsea in the Premier League this season or 28 years or above. They are the only team in the Premier League. But all the other side, they are Man City. I'm a 9,436 minutes to players 28 and above. You understand the City squad and paying for a room as compared to Chelsea. And you expect Chelsea to take advantage of their youthful squad to give City a very good game at the Etihad. But so this Chelsea team, even from a friend saying, Mozo Pochettino, I don't call much struggle against the big teams. And to Asha, since a friend from the second half of last season, ever seen the Man United or Muntimin Arsenal or Muntimin Liverpool or Muntimin Man City. They struggle against these teams, even though against other teams, relatively smaller ones, they are able to play against them. But Shaka is for now trouble. It's a matter discussion between Omuni City and Neno, even though City are not at their best. But the discussion looks a because they can go quite hard. Then mentality to have the confidence to play. The support that Haaland needs because now Julian Alvarez Edema Abante Feno Haaland year last season. And on your screen in Mamush Adia or the Beka or Mohone, even though on your typical number 9, but what are the numbers? Numbers that are scary because if you compare Mamush to Haaland, difference and so even though on your typical number 9. On was a typical number for Frankfurt. And we know, for 24 now, we were 20 last 25 and last 24 games. Oh, my bar. Was Haaland's 21 goals, Mamush 18. Share the assistant, Anna. He directly bringing the Alvarez Adiano to help offense Haaland or Man City. He's assisted 11 from the 25 games that he has played. Chances created to share 52. As compared to 19 of Erling Haaland. Conversion rate, 19.6% as compared to Haaland's 18.9%. And see, with these figures, one thing is very clear, and it's and the over against Man City. Sadia Haaland and should go now. They don't have any other option. No, Mamush will give them that at the end. It's very difficult to stop them, and I think it's a very good sign that Mamush. Pep Guardiola to beef up the team and give them different dimensions when they are playing. I'm more rely only on Haaland because now teams are able to take Haaland out of the team. Pass, don't let it reach Haaland. Or on the ball, like when you pass now, on Saturday and yet be behind the game. Apart from say you feed him with the pass, then he score. And it's a very good signing for Man City. And with the beef up, even though they are missing, I think, Diaz also, but they've made some 2 good signings. Meaning whether he will give it, but I think Mamouche here, I would be surprised pass one starting here based on how they need that kind of energy around. I was surprised when I started from the bench. I think maybe Mamouche may start. Maybe the 2 guys, the Brazilian and the other guy, maybe Obama Musa, small introduction. So young call for 3-2 win for Man City. Goals because of how 2 teams in but 3-2 win for Man City. So to Enyamwa. Wolves are considered a lot of goals. Arsenal, baby Arsenal, so to they need to game that Arsenal have to win, because relatively Liverpool a game that looks more easier on paper. On paper it's more easier because Ipswich are not a team that based on more modern. But I'm saying the Ipswich game, no, you can't. Even though I think Liverpool will win, but I'm saying watch the Ipswich team now. Watch them when they travel away. Or call a low block maybe, and I Michelle no against how on Arsenal, the Arsenal game, no how he disturbed Arsenal, as Arsenal break and San Arsenal winning that game no by a long goal, and you know I've seen him against Tottenham Hotspur, and it's sir or call aware or a style of football that he plays, that is Kenan. He has a style that he plays when he travels away. It's a game that even though Liverpool on paper, yes, they are overwhelming favorite, I think it's a easy game. And Arsenal have to also get results against Wolves. And Wolves coach, after getting few results, the last 4 games, and Sharon Koyen for Mano. It's a game that Arsenal will have to win against Wolves to make sure that title challenge one of no idea. They push and keep and give them that pressure over there. It's Yanko for 2-1 win for Arsenal against Wolves. Since the Wolves, they are very stubborn. When Kunha get his day, they will disturb you. And they can score. We score 1, then Arsenal will score 2 and win by 2-1. Fulham against United at home. A game that's based on United form, right? Difficult to but I'm saying the last United States visit at that stadium, we winning Ten Hag won the 2 o'clock now. We need other managers in their last 6 over there. They've won all. It's in Kenya, a venue that has been troubling United recently, but the recent form also come into play. Recent form is not good enough, and Fulham are one of the stubborn sides and to play in the Premier League. We saw them against Arsenal. We saw them against Liverpool, and all the big teams now they play against. Very, very stubborn. Also, back. No releases Robinson. No, very pacey. It will be. Minimum how all of a sudden, because it will be that we saw at Arsenal and Everton, but this guy looks so different. The confidence to play, and you will be now is one of the players that after owning a bar. You are afraid because the boy is very good on the ball. He progressed the balls very well, and now it goes in the game. It was a very stubborn side with Pereira in the middle. United on the other hand, so these are the games that you see if you want to. Yes, very difficult grounds, very difficult opponent, but you have to grind results. It looks like Old Trafford a problem for Ruben Amorim because can travel on Saturday if United on the road. United doesn't struggle with Amorim, but it's Old Trafford na Bibiaba Ruben Amorim and then Mantian because when they are playing at Old Trafford, a different game. Teams come there and they are comfortable, but a different game altogether. I agree. United have to make a statement against Fulham, get the results because run of fixtures now more. But for the United team inconsistency, a run of fixtures that in last next 6 or so games are fixtures that. Even though stubborn opponent, but if you're a big team, you should be able to manage and beat those teams, and get more points to climb up. And to Fulham, they should be able to start with Fulham by getting the result. But even though it's a difficult one, but a close win. So very close win for
for Manchester United against Fulham and so Mr. La Liga na do a 3-horse race. Oshia points now Madrid 46. Atletico Madrid 44. 2 points different. And Barcelona 39. And Barca and Madrid 7 points. Barca and Atletico 5 points. And Sena La Liga knows at the Barca against Valencia. Valencia are, I think, 19th on the league log. They are struggling this season. Valencia for no, they are struggling. On paper, and Kenya is a game. The money game. Barca have lost their last 3 home games in the La Liga. They lost 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. Liganes also na Kawa no ne Barca ball no ne Valencia mo na April relegation zone no. Ekwo Barca 1-0 away. Then Las Palmas also won 2-1 against Barca at home. And Barca last 3 home game awabo at home and one losing nyina. Enema that's a game where even though Valencia form no any form to do ubetimi di ehun na Barcelona at home, but their recent games makes it very very difficult. I think to with Barcelona their last game in the Champions League coming down for at point in time 3-1 at point in time 4-2. How they able to bounce back and win that game by 5-4 no gives them confidence against a team like Valencia at home. So they should be able to win. The last time Barca lost 4 at home and it was way back September 2003. And one of those teams now, a share Barca man here 4 Valencia was part. It means when you Omena, a bit Miako Barcelona because the last time they lost 4 at home, Valencia were part of that team. And when Valencia Babekao, whether Omen will go against them or no, but I think Barca should be good enough to beat Valencia by 3-1. And I'll go for 3-1. Barcelona win over there. Atletico Madrid, got 15 matches winning streak. Home and away, Chobia or Shano, Panya. And so interestingly, team next stop winning a relegation to attend Leganes. Last week, I say Atletico 1-0. Estopos 15 matches winning streak. They want to bounce back against Villarreal at home. Villarreal, yes, are not up there contesting for the league, but they are a mid-table team that Unomushia very stubborn side. But I think this feature should not be so difficult for Diego Simeone and his men. Say Ometimi Ashe. Meko for 2-1 win for Atletico Madrid in that game. Real Madrid go away to Valladolid. The last league at the team what we cry in the La Liga area Valladolid. In their last 6 matches against Real Madrid, Omunfa for born prone to Real Madrid Atana. To score against Madrid is a problem for Real Valladolid. And this is in their struggling. Real Madrid are finding their feet. Now, Obed Chechere, how to get the balance in this Real Madrid team and how Ancelotti is doing it. What I say against smaller teams in the day, it's a balance in more. He can beat them with these guys. Against smaller teams, and you're Obo because he thinks he doesn't need any balance to get results against smaller teams. But against a stronger side, he has admitted he has to drop one of those players to get balance. We are wanting to see Barca Real Madrid against big team. Amongst Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vini and Bellingham, who he will drop. Because he has admitted big teams, he occur with this 4 teams dominated no match. I said small teams in there, whether or about 5 strikers, so these guys can be able to manage and beat them. But if you meet Real Madrid, who shall be a Liverpool mo, who shall Atletico Madrid mo, some big teams in Okobo will say they will punish you. And see Valladolid, Nami Adama and them to Real Madrid will win. Yanko for 3-0 win. 3-0 win for Real Madrid against Real Valladolid. And so until Yabako for Real Madrid win. So lastly, Serie A, the big game Napoli and Juventus. Give a record now more Serie A so 21 matches, Omabo draw 13 and Omo win 8. Until they are unbeaten. But unbeaten that virtually fashion, even though they are unbeaten, but they are not even in the top 4. And see, unbeaten that supporters will not cherish. Maybe you know, my unbeaten, so me the 5th, and that's me the 6th. Supporters will not cherish this type of unbeaten. A unbeaten that 0% can make challenge for the league trophy, And see, the other type of unbeaten, something that I'm sure say the Juve supporters are not happy with. Napoli first on the league log 50 points. Second, Inter Milan 47 points. Inter a relatively easier game against Lecce. And see, we expect Inter to beat Lecce. And see, Juve and I said Napoli must get a result. A game that they have to get a result against Juventus. Even if Inter ever win a standing game against Fiorentina, only now with the same points, then no more a game that I say Juve may will lose their first game in the Serie A based on how Napoli are playing. Quite a skill if you want. David Neres fit in very well. McTominay 5 goals for Napoli so far this season. He's playing one of his best football in his career. And the way Antonio Conte has shared Napoli team now I believe say they can beat any opponent. Now the biggest test was last week against Atalanta. I know BFE said Atalanta in their first leg I share Napoli at first Diego Armando Maradona. Do BFE say Atalanta share Napoli. I'm a league wide open. Then Napoli went to Bergamo to beat them at 3-2 to make a statement say they are ready for the Serie A trophy. So Simiso said Juve may lose their first league game of the season against Napoli. Merco for 2-1 win for Napoli based on how Lukaku, yes, when former is scoring. David Neres are fitting very well. Politano is playing very well. Imeford Anguissa, McTominay, and Lobotka. He has gotten the best out of these guys, and they are playing very well in terms of two. I think say and the Enyamonwa say Thiago Motta and Juventus team Ebelusu almost first game. First leg was 1-1. The fence Inter and I said Juve couldn't beat Napoli at home. But at the Diego Maradona, Nyami Adman Dewi and so I think Napoli should be able to beat Bobo Kwe Juventus to get the no master no money in our league and so. Bafo.
Tama me that's it now. Me pesa me share second window ya ye close no na no business particularly house and kotoko na me da hwe I'm approaching to the second round of the season. Tama, House of Folk for the past 4 or 5 seasons, season way and first round no every almost points accumulation no I was ropa. Even here now has a second round number one more than AG League no first round no now House of Folk points accumulation I think now 24 or so. This time around has 28 points. Until they are 4 points better than even the year they won the league. So what you started season with now you can has performance no. Now say a honey ho I say we do be na say ye na say do be na I say kakra. People started even questioning what Atala and then some of the decisions and then every any gameplay all the other things that came and I feel was starting to see stability in kakra getting to the later stages of the first round no. Now yeah na among for her say per the squad now one any the kind of performance I know wonya no now expectation in say Watara ebi obe strengthen some department of the game of course so far the goalkeeping department I think has a focus very much fortified Kwesi Ketekye as a backup to Asare because clearly Asare has proven say Sisi Ghana Hanomo your goalkeeper say Wahanomo he's just about one of the best if not the best just say or the BBR has a focus as a team here in their goalkeeper biano Sisi no or Edimomo leadership and command and almost everything that experience because of our league in the match has Olympics no and in so clearly you could see say at the back the goalkeeping department no problem at least on no as of the more I'm say Ebia Kotoko na better off in terms of goalkeeping Ebia asking House of Folk because Kotoko number 2 in Asare definitely will come up a bit over Ketekye. And yes, Adia, Kemeka says you see the goalkeeping or the MC House of Folk crowd, you see Kroma, they say, or me 45, but at least with Asare impose, or me okay. Right back, timer. Watara ne, fencing, Ampedu Asovo, or more fracas, no. And Ampedu has been reintegrated into the team. And he, a honomono, okay. Left back, I think, yeah, too much, even though Muja. Experienced players kwai mo koye but omom be share hono no kakra omo ye adwuma no not at least to the highest idea but omo ya e dey resource no back kakra central defense ho no mo House of Folk here okay na sisi ya em say Kledu Yadum any Esibe any all the other guys say ho no no okay baby timer has no problem and has always been the problem the central in midfield ho no the defensive part of the midfield Congo ni ko ye no I say House of Folk struggle to replace him and the first round ni nyina no na enye yi kopim say afa Salim solve any issues ono ba be gina ho no mo a ono kra start ye na emfa but kire di na afi picking kakra unfortunately no House of Folk ama Salim ko so na ye hwe who will replace him tama Omar register Aziz Nuruddin, one of the captains last season, not one of the captains, no, but Oyobia, he's been plagued with injuries every now and then. Until first round, nobody decided someone register no because now our injury. I know if say so. Cut him who on to me mobi. Until the Yaman Kwana Uncle Ken Hoyare, the Motoni we are Nafi Yadinaba. He say why okay, re-registered, reintegrated also into the team. Until similarly, no, House of Folk sort of has solved that Salim absence, you know, into that defensive part, no. I say, Ebia, Omodo no, Ebeshawa Sovo, Minimnia, Obekano, Ama Wayne backup, and I say, on any bay, a Juman or Honomo. Then you are looking at the creative part of the team, and they brought in Setosei, an experienced player, did so well with Ashgood, at least, how the engineer when he say, Setosei, in the local scene, no, one of the players, a Basse Ebia says, Ebia, being Fabo, no, not Tama. In terms of progression, in terms of BMU, in terms of shot, in terms of ABA, my passes, I did create chances, I do goes weba. So to say will give you that. But as to say I'm on a backup, because Anka Abosi Messi na etu kwan no. Omo ton no senka no wo ho no mo a ka obeka seta say ho na nka omienu na yesa adwuma no. Unfortunately no sika semunti ono so omo jana manako. So you look at ho ananka obabe it seems say seta be replace ho no. So if Setasabe replace now, even first round na kaumbe here another backup. Entinanka Setasai tamana ne hun komo wo mu no na yedi ne hun komo ni nyina no. Na enim say ono the experience no e ba beka Abosi Messi no na ko mienu na ye adwuma no. E na ba kwa agya no na say Setasai no aba yes experience in there e wo ho no mo. But edu ba bi na bia wabre. Edu ba bi na bia bi nti no SSS system a you are looking at one the best one but House of Folk were not busy during the second window no. All in all, no has the two players nearby. Kwesi Asma, and sort of say Kwesi Asma is a defender. Honestly, I'm for that. Okay, fine. You know, MCB on me no be shahoro na on be yejuma no. And nimu hono I kept asking myself questions and me take advantage new club bisa has in penifo bi say. I say workload no. E wo Hamza Isa so no edoso. Goal contribution in House of Folk. So we Hamza, you don't get many other players. How many be eba beka ho. Bia bakum yenu bi and in a competition like this especially when House of Folk are still in the FA Cup and the league and trying to win one of them or possibly two of them no enimu ho no tama e ho ye mreka kakra de mame before say nanka se ka House of Folk e hwe ho no mo but clearly House of Folk will be going into the season with Hamza as the lead man supported by the other guys now omo wo no ma hwe say bia no ombetim de nya the kind of results from nya but tama House of Folk, some person Muji League now. As I saw we are better than the 28 points now, Omunya in the first round. No. Clearly, the likes of Asante Kotoko, Baby Gold Stars no more, Media Manomo, Nations no more. I'm a clear indications say second round no, they will attack the league with a lot of strength and a lot of force because Omunyina no say strengthen us here some strengthener almost strengthen any all the other things will be a biano will be aye the also maintaining the squad also maintaining the squad no making sure say going into the second round nti looking at House of Folk me hwe Watara and the first match and tama it is against a team you start the season you know or conquering e share House of Folk and House of Folk your club so first round abesha no second round obey do betim bia so no so betim ahye obi enti second round fixture ya basui basake Holy Stars no bo but am bo fan enyina se and I expect House of Folk be call how the den park say on be kwakọ say on betim nya good results ho no so mutimi nya good take off me hu ni say e betim aboa wo mo ama the subsequent matches number bono omo timi dey good points then omo a ye fa na say bia season we mu G league ne be ye no say afi would has ben ho ya na utimi kan ya na timi ye but clearly sisi idea Ghost Stars ama ye hu say afi season league no nyom beje and coach na kasa and omo performance ekire nyese bia coach ne kasa ade nko akeke omo performance ne kire say omo kwan say ana say ekwanya ne basa G league na omo pese omo beje Ghost Stars aside no tama da bia wo ka say uji nations di say almost contestants for the league no and I think I want to side with you but say draw me attention to Adebi say nations home performance I hear a bit me di omunya I say omo kwa abonten a omo modern no wo they are able to grant results on the road but if you know nothing is be ever how much be show be 4 points near the other second round no so tama a period that no me ensa na ekomu ye omo bo akope league na je oba ofie kwade na ni abre so person be show no heso betim daje league ye omo bo say ono so person de ne hu 2 year and ye omo so omo bo to avoid relegation at this time no san 3 things bia no e matims ni ba wo ho no mu a de obepe mu bia no ba wo de ni bre na eba enti say wo home no enye a year now person will league one here a bit me do nya and I think I want to agree with say nations person will league now they should sort out their home issues because as a whole a bit problematic kakra so want me solve then me no be kwa baby back say I will also count nation as one of the candidates for the league trophy no time Mediama clearly wants to win the league and information I picking come we didn't that say in fact o maka che coach ni say onye do betima bia so be league no time Mediama will be bia DG league ni bia BBBI DG League Ghana have amu obi enti say omo dey see omani so person omo gia then you want to side with them Kotoko signings omo second round e dey enye signings I DG League nko but rather to go to Africa and even go and do wonders enti clearly Kotoko ayi ne ho say on so person okoje league no eno na mama dey ma pick these teams ni say second round the Kotoko House of Folk Mediama Nations and Ghost Stars are the teams these 5 teams ever contested for the league, you know. And the second round, you know, is advertising to be very competitive than even the first round. And until I make us say, so how's the G League in India? Then timer, and the 28, no, the first round, you know, they should better it. It means they should look beyond 28, maybe 30, 35 to 40 thereabout. At any point, so Mufi say Omunya, na etimi do omo etimi at the AG League. You know, has I busy in the transport business, you know, but I still expect them to second round. 29, okay, you're very well. Matimi does it. Say 28 and 29
there. Yemra games in Mukakra. Na set say Ampedu etimi make the squad. I'm make it a squad.
Me sounds catch
I'm make it a
sounds catch say was started training kakra. But you so be kaya. Na dey him na person we nyen.
Me too one make it a trip. Na second round is going to be interesting. Yeah, he hit the ground running. Heart of Lions he go home against Diana. Then Bichim beko ebe hosting.
IPT I'm so be some ho so full life.
Then so kind of team.
Oh, me said na ho kra mo tesi kra no to me.
Okay.
That's not okay. Now yes.
Moto Bechem United host 2 nations. Oh. And a house ko baseke. So Moto koto to ne nyoma yi a ebetimi aboa na kakra. Yes, had to folk last game omutukunya 0-0 keep a clean sheet. A summer boy. It was a partnership between a Sibe and a Kunedu Yado. There's a gradually in as much as Watara Intimi exploding take over the Ghana Premier League, you know. Any issues with some of his tactical. There are certain decision making as a Watara right. How he won players into his team. I said, Kunedu how? Baba Mufa na fe no de Kunedu na beshim. And I started Kunedu from the bench against Legon Cities. And I did Kunedu free bench by and Kakara Krasa now. What say what Nababe started. And if you get a partnership between esibe ene kunadu yadoma eye kakra because kunadu yadom gives you the decent person. Oh, kunadu yadom is more of a calm defender. Na esibe mum eye the crashing esibe ye hard tackle neade. And that is normally the kind of partnership I will pay between number 4 and number 5. Ampedu Swaba and Ampedu is part of the team eko PMO eye nyina ase. Enti between on ya drama ne be hese ne nyoma be call. Last game no against Samates no to starting Mauli Wayo and Hamza Isa. O se na Wayo free bench obano abesha no starting no. But there's still a Samoa team because now Samoa bench ma Samoa binya game ni be boy. Inti ebe ha Watara be nyoma. I'm not sure say bia Watara be start set to say. Me hwe say na Watara ye ne nyoma. Me to ye we fi class Steve na Piasare. Shankiki kura wa haso. Yes, because we can against Samates or mani be bobi. Na say gradually on push players ne prekope. Oye ne kakra krasa na ode wo hihye mu a. Basaka is doing well with you, Coach Ghazali. Basaka ni relegation conversation. Almost ni league title conversation. But as a middle place. I'm so to middle place to lose 2-3 matches, you are going back. Intimate sure say ebe all out. Watara is doing so well away because we taking Nations FC out. House of Folk is the second best team away matches. Our league in Airborne second. In terms of our way, but home no na so to aye issue kakra. I take House of Folk not to lose this game. Diomakoye or Samates, Diombe or Nations, Diomkoye or Young Apostles, to the away matches now has a bono mediama has koshe mediama no. I have this belief say has beat me and finding a way of at least not losing this game.
Okay.
The worst for House of Folk too. I'm giving them a draw. Was Martin. On the first game, na house no omoye preseason in not justify players no more. But it's all my Bahama. You can easily mention the House of Folk starting 11. Benjamin Asare, Yaya Dramani, Ransford Mensah. They say Kunedu Wadu Ababishim with a CB, Theophilus Collinson, Yusuf Ramsey, Hussein Mohammed. Oh, no about Mauli Wayo, Wabo Hamza. Easy way to be about her starting 11 because it's a coach, I'm a consistency edge, man. So I'm tipping out to Folk not to lose this particular game. Mr. To the Kotoko match. It's going to be interesting against Karela. New signings in the Mr. Minyesho said, Bebrebe with the exception of Ebia Kwame Poku. Minyesho said starting 11 there, ball vision now. We'll to another bet to us into the Colina Sobra.
2 minutes. Chastel and Nim Komoga na Komodi na Chase catching oh. Brand here na Kotoko Ako sign on him no pa ditino. Na hello Charles, what you nga?
Hello.
Charles, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Charles. Hello.
Hello.
What you nga? Hello, what you nga? Hello. Samin.
Hello.
Hello. That's why TV and my any phone on go and daily. Naka free TV no nanga.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. What's your name?
Hello.
Hello. What's your name? Okay. Come on, crave ni idea for you na. Also nim no. Mabizan say to say so ni na say no hu no.
Say to the Ghana obi ani ba de oba ko to ko na me jede ni ta. Say to the Ghana do bia odi ball achi past 10 years ago bia no dem even 10 years we ni say to say but the all can dem no. Oba ko to ko dem no. So bi ni dia if you obi ni na no
say I'm not just so no.
Just so ni.
Adjective no.
Bia no shia no akra bro no bi so.
Okay, hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello. Otianga.
Hello.
What do you mean, Gan?
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Just. Hello. Somebody uncle.
We two as a lines in the hard drink because the player profile no.
Eba I deal with the answer. I'm going to first time.
The profiling players it will be interesting. For some of the Kotoko players no more. Ye most about them no. More I said any most about them no. Na hard drink kakra. So for Obi to say Ajete, Makwesi Asante to lot of positive remarks. Yes, and I would love to know more about Ajete pa. I watched his videos, but I'm supposed to say Makasa me believer of videos. Munya Obia washe ball, me to omo washe ball pa, omo te ball pa. Especially Obia Abobi pain or tesoro, onimbo no tesoro a. Obetimi akase. Yes, me too. O timi catch us a player away. Ball na obo no suro because opina for passes. Moton say sa de no pa. You play bi obobo a dodge pass. Onu betimi asiesie sa a obo nu. Onya ba ko anu abo. Ba by o play bi so obiemu forma me. Obiem. Yes. Inti sometimes you need that when it comes to inti. For someone like Charles Taylor, on time to boy no so a crab boy or Bonania and San Otu Quine. We will love to know more about AIJ.
Hello, Charles.
Yeah, hello, yeah, Santana.
Charles, what's your name?
Yeah, hello. Mr. Monka.
Name at the same.
Namiado Bibiawako.
Oh, okay. What's your date in Unim no way?
Oh, Tama. Also, my teaching I'm first. Olympics and I'm going to teach you.
Now, you need to
a small. We only try the expenses. Yeah, teaching now, as a number of boys, very fun. I'm no one. And Colana, may quite know which you might see. No one of boys' news.
Okay.
But now, where you'll be another penalty because of. They were no born, the first door born. Or number 2 year, or number 2 year, overlapping pa. And now, our patients, so the crossing and the passes, BBN or Akri.
Okay.
It will be
now,
the Kako Olympics.
Okay.
I talk about under 20 crowd Bobida.
Oh, okay.
About under 20. Olympics. Sata ya play kuna never.
Okay.
Sama ya play kuna ya mama kwa me ko he the ball.
Now our vima the ball kotoko wena. Na near ding.
Oh. Inkrani boy yeah. And clearly, you know.
Oh, okay.
But our ball, no, yeah, difficult. Oh, I won't say to come what to say, sure. But boy, no, we would not say, dear, we would not say, but the ball, no, but son of the bonnet, dear, which is a Kotokatuprium.
Oh, fine.
Kotokatuprium, because they were a bobono. The person will be alcohol and ball. Okay. Match, yeah, or will be alcohol and on the can myself.
Oh,
because. Oye player be a minimum here. Dog born there.
Okay.
The staff now say what can type of
okay.
Of course, and the cross is good. And now on your defender as a we have one more person. Or defender now.
You moving on. Nami Musa, we said to say so. The born ya mudi any be. Said what's that I said to say so.
Oh, such as a player be a mechanical pa. Mechanical because of the war. I say, such a place, no, a difficult so being. That place now, more panic, fed, no, a difficult organ as is here. Also, could have born now or no on panic, say, a very ration wapo. Maybe a sort, you know, but maybe a sort pass. We say, standing on me, our both me and I, and we say, a Ghana football as a because of Kwampukumo Masaba back to Kotoko. We share Kotoko science or my Kotoko Africa and yes a first nana funny good morning zone. Among your quality in Ghana football as a PJ.
I'm invite on a where Kotoko match be where next week over. We are ready, Anna.
We have a boss with you. Okay, I remember. But I said, me have a power with the bar. A debia Kotoko able match because
they have got to ask maybe. Okay.
The Bajoam heading.
Oko Stadium last matches nowhere Accra.
Menka last time we call here match because of last time we call Park. Many would do soccer. And the correct has match. But how much them saw my mean right inside?
Are they?
House for not. Anna Atabzana, the two are now my Kai Tama, she has no. A bus, Anna, yeah, almost on my mean right inside. Emma, one of the lady, the first aqua patchers are still almost on my mean right inside. So, no queen sacra, Emma, please for the best fighting man. And of course, all my family carry curriculum, so my packet carol. Let's for when I'm called Paki, and some police, you know. All my many would do soccer, because one of the ladies here, minimum the power can say, still had a Obi can say, where has legends or say, where Sano can was there, many has legends, yeah, men can has legends. And I'm so service legends cry Vanya Ghana. I will tell you legend. Ghana legend and Vanya say, I will say then a dear baby. So they're thinking. The ball. And I'm a fair. Okay. And I'm a fair and yet Ghana legend. Ghana legend, seven Vanya.
Mam's out if I'm a video via. O mama na foul trophies ne o medals and o munya o mana
be ba cha ma no man ko afu
ma me zanya o ma
be ba cha
wow that trophy ko to ni half trophies na ne Olympics na dia na abas ko to ko
Champions League ko to ko dio ko ko me fa Managerial League
That's in the message. Yeah, me invite to me. 3 days, me and I'm over.
Mati.
Example.
I think I'm not legend in Banya.
Look at South Boys, schools. Share schools, money. Garnevo, money. Sa group, the way they are celebrated. Oko Arsenal today, Thierry Henry, and young right money. The way they are celebrated. Liverpool. Almost from Windsor from Bakroma say.
One of the stadiums I'm hearing West Ham. Before best starting match. Almost yet is a quiz bisa. No my busa. How many can you team way home? Team will be picture but tour. Then they ask the whole stadium who is this? And to more massum that in idea. Bounce your crew and your football generally.
Generally, I will
be no, we are no,
you are not. You're not this. I don't
know. No, we are refused.
You're not this. I don't know.
Was the Oya Salmon granny pay and said, no, why you but you have to celebrate them. Make time my papa come a free one. Now make us say, we are billboards and getting hey, last captain to win the African Cup. I am Manchester more. Culture run about you have who know.
The next game on boy crano. We didn't see anything.
Anyway.
Kenano Dennis Law.
I'm the king of Stratford and I'm going to say any more.
No. Hey, you go
Stratford and then go there.
So no, say no.
That's a wonderful comment on Ajite. Because you see, Kotoko right back and left back, the two players from Chelsea, I might take you all. I see you doing Patrick, I see you on the left, Lord Amwa on the right. to Omar Johafa.
The fullbacks,
yes, Omar dear pa. And a centre back, so born now, blood. It got to a time, now on the start, also coach in the start, and I know maybe what you may see you do by kind of horn. Yeah. On the Asante. Kwesi Asante.
And we are Jitino.
And I did all right.
2-2.
Yes, 2-2. On the Cote Pride.
Wow.
Into Mafa, aha, Jitin in here. Aha. Tomo Naba. And I will so. On all call Latvia and a Denmark.
Was I going to have a bridge?
Kobo Kaka Bridge.
Abbas, got the team like who?
And Waba.
Abbas and Kwan has supporter. Bear one week in the mountain. Like, what I said, team could team. I've listened to her supporters publicly. Says a Ukrainian meaning, could the team like who?
Oh, my year by you. We are near who, dear, Massa. You can't worry.
So we are near. Why, I can leak you what you can say. Now you also. Back to quiet team year by you. A year now,
I've no mamba.
I had to get a quiet team year by 1 year and you. What does it you?
So very enough.
Almost second round. Has almost no gone by 4 and 5. You won't vow. When I blew,
Konogo. Ah, no be foul.
Konogo strikers are.
Konogo strikers.
Konogo need to say. So case about 3 strikers are obey be way actually. So case about 2 strikers obey be way actually.
Past 10 matches, Yario Kotogo has no Kotogo record on the league. A league is na mo yari.
Past 10 matches.
10 matches. 10 matches ya ba. You go bang.
So much more do.
No, say Kotogo
share matches to do.
So do
we dey born Kotogo na asin kwa na ebo.
Odo wonu.
Whatever ni ma bi tum wa ya de. But we hu
na was hard to ka ho. Offer big
one. Negative offenses you never did man.
He almost like no. Eduku in the last season.
Say somebody who another 10. Another first you wait be.
O 14 goals. Minta.
No, 5 be back.
Minta. Oh tie. Minta ball. Minta e ball 11 match on 9 goals. Tie.
Many about say.
I don't know.
Answer na because adi
hu no.
Na why bibia mu.
So the man
okay.
Yeah.
Omo buy no. Omo adi so my recruitment.
Omo that
baby hu after the result.
And that man na ye ka say. O that do. With the na wo hoda da no. And na say no. Wakofa omo 3 matches 4 matches no 5 goals. I just said the hu aba.
Evu bia ma.
I want to say.
Evu bia ma. Na the first so na we be na be so ma no.
But your time no.
One of that do say
the why anything na ye can do.
No too. The last 5 matches, the Abbas can the last 10 Kotoko is not the best team because the last 10 omo lusu 4 be account and omo abo draw no unify. But the last 5 matches there Kotoko na the best. Last 5. On the last 5 there.
So Abbas on to go 10.
To 10 Abbas can there. And there's Pepe. But last 5 there. Last 5, Kotoko is the best team in the Ghana Premier League with 13 points. And recruit. Yes. Recruitment, you know what I'm saying? The amount for bebre ka Kotoko recruitment na say problems are there with team no and on my ball who more than solve. Because from October the one left back bar enye team be no our left back here back. But has no needs a problem nibi. Cause our left for him you know that. Now ko eye kasa omo right one omo saadi ampedu aba into oni how ba Kotoko kote na no obo ne prente so okofa biba has no center backs 5 or center backs 5 Kotoko no 3 nti da obenya so obefa bi aka ho ena wakofa sifa edna ba be kan ama 4 they say has for 5 center backs Kotoko 4 center backs
5 center backs are binum to about
on say Esibe Amofa Kunedu Yadom da Opon Frane and Michael Ewa 5
204 no grab Champions League near 5 ya be confederation one near 5 you lose come na bo afo lose than a coma say den gele bi ni wa kasam to your chroma
Okay.
Ti football ni dey o ya o hwe chire na dey bo hwe ne na dey hwe china. Ti dey o kan na ye.
Enti baby ana man for expect
ko manyina okroma.
Has near say to come modern nanka beef up on attack no. But it appears that the technical team no other plans at the moment. Nka has on nanka bound for say to go stars boy Prince Kwabena nka has him for so I'm fanning back anymore for no. Because the last season on so 10 goals. And son of
has a sign striker be last
on Kwabena no. And Kasenka has
for one striker no on man
now you know time no e be problematic.
I'm not a resource striker be
time in fact I said the question was no part say
when you go back when you see ya
also open the head has how they can manage with these attackers that maybe he will come good. If you are coach with you, say Samoa Boateng will come good. But I say Kotoko need to. Last year we create Kotoko match promo no system no pa against Karela signings now Kotoko and Ama Kotoko aba news no pa. I believe attendance beat me up than a year against Vision. But the base Kotoko team number 2 normally cheat for but that's where they disappoint a lot. So let's expect Coach Ogumini in the team now. Because Kotoko waiting about we be me no be at Waso. In the next 5 matches Kotoko away me no Waso. So too, they must try as much as possible to beat a club FN Karela moving forward. Yeah. In TNS
Zach, young girl.
So too,
see the Kotoko attendance this year, no, and you know we went, when they last won the league. No one go stadium, no. Time dominant team, I know much be no motion Kumasi left, right, center, no one go. And something that minim how this thing will be solved. Because on the other side, Omobo Africa, on stadium.
Your work be very ready. Probably after this week. So, paying for every money. When the man and I couldn't probably bet my. It's an academic work when
on Kotoko attendance and I say general attendance.
On stadium attendance generally. Using IMCs. Using all the integrated marketing communication channels. Not even Rebiana. Made them me feel say they've not done a lot of work. You see, Seni Pamra share baby Nadia no. Also driving the panel. But I have fun say they say they be you are top players. And you know, I was baby. But
it's not enough.
One point what ton the entina me who is he? So what I say? Madam Gidi say yes, you may not get the full house again the second no. But so put in efforts now spend this car you get it. But what I hear and see now
so they so spend say until this all they confirm who confirm them aba it say ska
you need to invest
well say me to grow find the so you show you intimate me use no ebu abeda sorry we be drew fia na enumere beti grow find we just drew na cars ne nam round. I realize say ehun hia say me ba pharmacy wo beto na ntina me mpe casa enam krum and ntini pa ne bi kro nya na anyi so auto ne ne but what ti already also and was at to ni fie nti ase we feel a bit of closeness to the product even without buying.
Okay, we go to ticket. You have to look at it. If you go at ticket you bet to be places near you.
Yeah.
Because we all go stadium Ukraine ticket.
No, they go.
Do I know Remon pay we bia. Obu also cry car nti. Me nya baby pack me car.
Yeah.
To ticket now but you are assured of a place you park. There are a lot of things I made them immediately say.
Yeah. Let's say expanded the promo.
And I think again there's over reliance on radio and TV. I'm not here many by my there be not that over draws and I think they can do more.
I think we must take the promo to the people.
Last time,
for instance, to say cars year announcement in Ebia and can remember that say no me to special tickets be nam Ebia Central Market nam magazine oh yeah who be areas are you nim some call for pekot we take it to them and let's see how things will go.
Maybe I'll turn now could you know a card over cost.
Yes.
No to be a kakra.
I
think there's ideas in the dog be people they should make effort.
I think to last.
If you buy all these strikers, because why recruitment no power.
And all these foreigners to salary in the Samba Kamara Ablon Kwanza Miensan. Samba Kamara Ablon Kwanya better.
Chicago some spending so if they are not coming, where are you going to get the money?
Yeah.
Before the
been at the Biani committee I the Kasi in the so say Dr. Kwame Cheni Sheikh Masuto Gafede so be kan African league bi omo dia bana
go Cameroon
omo tiase say other clubs ni bi okro mo frɛ omo na attendant ba kotoko ne house ni ma ge yan ni football mu no kra no ebi o asa grofo omo frɛ omo Simba fo no go yi omo no omo ni obi a so Champions League ni ade o omo bo na omo GB
but omo stadium for about 100,000
omo nipa no
we ball Tanzania I know one of their stadium
yes
a bomb ma close to 80,000 na ema
but omo ko ba yi e dia no omo ni supporters e hia ka kire yi
it's omo
so bi na ukase eyisika ni adaji say
no you need to invest
eyisika ni adaji to asem de we wie no eyisika ni adaji say
no proud to the election yes I think say me no ase na yes some research you see a lot of things that like finance and all me dey related to footballer you see say this generation, this Gen Z, if we are not from, it's almost something in common. That they don't, only my friend or dog, like say they have stick to something.
There will be no
millions for any my friend or dog. No.
Me
petit we.
I
know millions for no. But this generation, they don't know that.
Say omono say omano, you do omano in area okay, for instance. Me kotokwana me house. What are they giving me?
Yes.
And me family don't come out.
Sano mote.
I felt it was on condition.
Yes.
Team no painting a woko.
Yes.
Is it been
was almost highway into mono. You have to find a way.
And it's they do a bar.
Yes.
They do a bar twa. To my wow how no ma 20. Yeah, you were free ho. Na wo mo pom do aba. Ba kan no bi ese. Te ban to my dear MPB Benyasi, and they say it's moving away from the new generation.
Yes, and
if you don't give them anything, they will not give you anything.
And this and the struggle I think is again because our generation and also who bibi. Am I in the bar? Omono, and there, Neniba Bro, Manchester, Chelsea, Real Madrid. No mo krano and the crown omono and also Real Madrid Real Madrid ba kumi menza osmeja ha fe mo kwa ha sa no mo nim ade fe no
Manchester United supporters
say no ani also uncle eti omono and was said you should find how to also you find how to call them and bring them on board and it's so I think we have to say young man na Liga there Kotoko have to win against Karela. Their last 3 matches almost 7 goals and then me try my best at since I come Pokuba no games are in the league you know match 7 goals Mate since I come Pokuba league no almost 7 goals in total Kotoko 20 goals. And the 7 if you more, just one more 14 matches. 3 now woman match 7 goals, and the other 13 no more 14 no almost a year saying 13 in the other 14 now Kwampoku Ambobi no. And the chair was said with Kwampoku. Now their goal scoring ratio no is increasing. Then Eduku, who last scored 14 league goals in Ghana Premier League anymore. Then with Azik Minta, who scored 9 goals in 11 matches before Utukwai. There's a bit league where Ghana say, Utmi and Strike no more 9 goals in 11 matches. I'm the 21. Nankabona game bit me Minta go no shitty house now. You see where your proper strikers go. Last season, Azik Minta versus House of Hope. Born again. You might see me say, Kwaya, baby, Minta Eje Bono. The movement, Kwaya fast so cut it in. A bobo on the share no. Wait, you just say we a proper striker. Proper striker. Oh no, who's that Mintano? Or something more ball. On your 18-year ball striker. So, it's no. Oh, Bobby Gra. I feel on my zone. It's with all these strikers. Now I bet I'm on so be a later on who but I bet was our four to two team any money. Any money who I think they should be, but where they should be able to solve it. Lastly, where they should be able to solve the rate at which they are conceding. So if I'm not conceding 12 goals, our league in the moon. Samates, you call 38. Sorry, 34, right? 34. Samates considered 28 last season on the J League, you know. Midama considered 29 and on the J League in total. Kotoko, ne 30. Or considered 20 goals. Has a considered 23. And Tusha, you call 34. No. Teams on the J League, you know, 28 and 29. And Kotoko so far considered 12. I think they are considering a lot of goals. If you want to win the league, and so you should manage how you concede. Send me ya, and me and for my but Kotoko win. I said, as they consider a few goals than Kotoko. No, defensively has are doing better than. No, I'm saying has are considered 10 or so. It's between.
Defense near Kotoko.
No, so far they are not scoring more. But
I know man got us right.
That has problem there. They are not scoring more.
Oh,
What ball South Africa near the end.
Somebody buy it. Send the other go
to the 38 goals.
What about Obetu?
Not to maintain you. Maybe some of you should two the Tiaso. Second goal.
Defend the better. One of them, yeah. Just say Obesho.
Let's ask defenders.
No.
Onungo show.
Onungo.
Abbas, Mammy, we na fibra. And a birthday. Born Battles me radio. Mrs. Kanjin.
Hey. Kanjin,
Mrs. Faustina Teko Dodonu. And then birthday. Oh, yeah. Kanjin wife.
Kanjin himself.
Kanjin himself.
Where did Mrs. Kanjin apart?
Sure. So I said, we know.
As I see you, my.
Who will be the birthday on and something with him?
I don't push on what they have come for you. Unless I was celebrating. What I want me.
It's not any birthday.
I watch now. And Monday see you about my.
Or a senior nursing officer, resident specialist. Our Ghana College of Nurses and Midwives.
Oh, okay.
Especially for infectious diseases. And then, it's not a na that. I feel so. My main first went to Jansana Abasaba. I Care Pro. Say, Eddie can go so as his iPhone. About use iPhone. Now use the Infinix. But no crabby I Care Pro. Or iPhones, Samsung, Infinix, Techno, Itel, Nokia, your kids' tablets, and all kinds of phones. And then a whole near many na a bio. Ya casa wa open iPhone, and I say a home be beard there. No, unfortunately, like in number in here, can you say, can the two drama amount for a frefre, OCCA, no more baho. One more sponsor today's sports then the I Care Pro or more ya. Maybe I'm sorry, I'm in a number. I'm going to Janama Frozen. And I feel so. About Safi, young quite.
And
And so we are called wedding. Mr. Charles Boatin, Express Group.
Okay.
Oh, my Nata. 10 years, I say.
Okay.
And so in Express.
Onuamu.
Ene
ware.
Ware.
Oh. So then, why invite you? I'm going to take a good
worry.
So, also catch her. It isn't also catch her. Near Gojo, I think, and never. Thank you. I shall watch what I think I could joke.
But you are queer reception, baby. Timon, me a master, Uncle Jarmana. Mumedimu.
To say this is a catch a cup, we have for to Champions League this year sponsors and say, oh, me a mono. Tis having a gather Viva. Say, Federation.
Never have so many more.
That means obey car for Suchi, Migasa Yang. Migasa. Music FIFA, Federation air 3 AFA and a calf and a FIFA. Oh, dear, was woman in my jet. Oh, Munni, a trouble has a postpone. Oh, I want to be my
Harry has no right
my calf
to ask anybody to do anything when the person is celebrating his or her birthday. When Harry was celebrating his birthday, what did he do to the boy?
This message where is coming from.
Dear can say a match and say, oh, my year friend in us. Doesn't go for the boom. No, it's Marco Toko. Oh, no boom room. The house of what does the nation is in Yanasi, baby, as Marco Toko bomb match and I want the echo. Now, Yakakobo. I mean, I don't say the name is Kana, Yame, ne, Panifo, Atia, said he is a pen on one, Yamadmene, and Padunis to say, a catim no one, coach you do, because some Bobby dear, a technical issue, and the 18th to do. But so far as some catim no dear. I just say, Nyama Kosuka Krakakra. Western region, 1 week, yo, Yagobo 2 matches in the week in the Western region. Yagobo draw back home, draw is better than lose. Yes, I call Yami Adu my China. Me no cause the team na ko draw omojuju omo and never because so ye. Yeah, Western region so but inform so etu anamo am no omo kasa day and day. Me be rest the onyina am no omo kasa. Said the beya almost grounds number 13 here because we are say uni nipa okromu a e che say onim kro no because busa so uni magona wo say ai uni wan wa agona na wa nya obi ada ibu ni wo nje so uni nipa da bi ibu ni wo uni magona uni ada say wan na agoda
na wo do how it mean
da bi yes hotel de yanko e no ba yansa na hotel ba da bi tedi yes unim enipa okromu a eye che se wutwa okromu na anim wo ai
minim takwa minim tamale azunim obi a wo
du unim nipa mo eye che se onim kro no what does it unim nipa o mo se wutwa tamale unim tamale na unim minu ala san e wo tamale a de na mu odu
so wo go da wona
that group be tomato hotel asem is different hotel asem no ka be fra last and obusan say chere tamale ade phone yeah you phone yeah okay there na some function ti baba bia o za phone
and this is American kind of their hotels over for reservation
on the so me since why so o ka o de we say o kama yenye betima operative phone nko a o phone so Ghana almost 15% nim sa de ne yo 50% nim yo do na dia sa we na eti dia risi no ye ga say house of folk ye league ne ka ho ye betima je league no
of course
house of folk betima je league no eti yes you know right yes you go me
second Gold Stars, na heart of lions.
Rating. Yes, when is your rating and has your effects. Your meeting or chapter 9. And now, media my second. Media my second. And I third in the Gold Stars. And a fourth from the nations. Yeah, new FIFA. Bro, you want to say the committee, region committee. Yes, you're going.
Dogono ma semono. Ma bo man kan.
No be you fan kan.
Omni kotoko ma.
Ah, mo sam ho no.
Yes, na ye san ho, san ho. Enti eni ba be kwa san ho. Ti onu de fan kan ho. to mo nu some high league no maka no okay dey form nkan okra eti e ka cho supporters so bi antam chuku na wi ase oi se kalabule o da ni buga na dura ni bre eti se kotoko so obaji league na yeso ye ba eti house of supporters mi en keka
aja me ko do ni kare la be ko park
anami aduma me ko mini nuru akasa enra abi na so bot 12 am na be kasa o se nuru ye de ni so ye chena
nuru na ene kare la ba
o se nuru ye na ni kasa ya nko oba house of folk nti o ni no contact kakra ni din komo kakra ke
koto any former club
ena de se o ye adwuma se o ye adwuma se nuru ye adwuma se de nya bo no wo ye adwuma enti ye na kasa aga je no se nyame adoma ye so chena ya ntimi anko sam ya ntimi anko abayi ni bia ye ba scoreboard o
mate
manu ye no want to dey
ye da say auto titanic na no esi dum se ne message se pony o majai
message them turn straps
but auto titanic de wa o pe ka ato ana be so ton ka de o mo bia kra o top straps na de o de ko o top part na man go bia ba o de ka no ko auto titanic
condemn de o mundo
de bi o mo pe condemn car parts and car na mu na car de rent ada say una de kwa na say una wokope nyina no you only need to download the Auto Titanic app from Play Store or App Store. You follow the steps to create your own account. Only 5 minutes no we are we upload the pictures ne cars ne map auto no it's free ya nyiska. It's the best for Congo, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, South Africa, Kenya, it's international, Tanzania and others. And to Bomodiana Auto Titanic Chiquine. Nekonamika iCare Pro or Pat Thomas iCare Pro. Phone ties via AirPods, iPhone covers of different sizes, beautiful colors. Or anybody say Plaza. First floor were doom. The number in a iCare Pro, baby, a free bar fat phones. I got tongue. Over for accessories in ano number near 0248 715 138 0248 715 and will be on baby and chow or the Oko Street or Fre Okoto. You can walk there back there 0240 789 434 0240 789 434 0248 715 138 0248 715 138 0248 715 138 0240 789 434 Free iCare Pro poses here. Pat Thomas iCare Pro. Say phone tight we are so be ho bra ne kopo de so lo ye
ba se imamo
ima so maintain nka
kwashi zuni onzo ze kwashi zo akobo de chamsu
imane kotokoni
kwashi zo kotokoni
oh okay
omenya kotokofo so on there kotokofo ndo se house phone
okay no se gane nyina
dabi uko votari ja kotokofo ndo se nche house phone
votari je growers yes you wish am